So don't wait for me.
I mean, we do have to wait for you to log into the game, but
I'm logging in.
when we last left our adventurers, you were just deciding to finish clearing out what remains of this dungeon, excluding the boss room. In other words, this lair of 6 bugbears that you discovered and left alone for safety reasons. And now you have another additional party member and have rested up and have decided that it's best to clear out this lair before leaving to return to town to bolster your forces for the remainder of the dungeon.
What additional
Your
party member?
Well, you have 2 goblins now.
Oh, that's right. We found another goblin.
Yeah, so you got a pretty sizable party. I mean, you don't really think. I mean, they're just goblins, so they're not going to help that much. And you have made your way back slowly through the dungeon, just in case any traps were set during the night. You found all of the gnolls dead, laying on the ground just as you left them, and no traps or signs of messing around. And you have come to the room where you saw the bugbears, and you do indeed see their flickering light coming from the room, although you can't quite see into the room to see if the bugbears are still there or how many are still there, but I've left what you saw last time on the screen. Kara is in front, and the rest of the party is as they stand, and if something is engaged, then exactly where you are on the map is where you will be. Anyone going past Kara will need to make a stealth check to proceed without alerting the creatures. And I believe that is to you.
Okay, Kara goes back over here, trying to be quiet, and communicates, hey guys, do you want me to, survey how many bugbears might still be in there? Like, sneak around and go look before we start our attack plan, which I assume we still need to talk this through.
Yeah, plan.
The plan.
I will briefly remind you that the last time you adventured into this room and snuck past the bugbears, you were invisible. Did they cast invisibility on you again? I don't remember if that happened.
I don't think so.
Okay, so
I don't have like any indicator on my sheet saying that I'm invisible, so no.
Okay, so yeah, last time you were invisible, and I'm not moving your token for real. I'm just showing. You kind of moved like this, and you ran across the room, and you went over here. You went over here. You went and you peeked around the corner here. All that time you were invisible. And you are currently not invisible. So just a reminder, that doesn't necessarily mean you need to be, but you are not invisible.
Yeah, I get that. I was just being like, hey, I could peek around like this corner and just look without trying to raise any suspicion. But, you know. Anyways, do you guys want to lure these guys out like we did last time, or do something else?
That's how I was leaning.
Well, last time you tried to lure these guys out, they seemed to completely ignore the bait.
Did they? I thought one of them like looked out and looked around, saw nothing, went back.
Well, 2 of them came out, looked around, saw nothing, didn't actually leave the room. They just kind of walked down the hall and then threw a mug of ale, an empty mug, across the ground. That was when you guys decided not to engage because you saw there were more bugbears than you thought. But
I remember that
they
now.
never actually came out to investigate.
Well, like me just letting the dogs in the house just now, one bark isn't always enough, but 2, 3, or 75 might be enough.
75. You know, you might be onto something there. If you could, like, make sounds of sorts that sound particularly alarming, then I think they'd take it more seriously rather than just go, oh, it's just a rat or something, and throw a mug.
I don't think I wrote down the mechanics for this push spell. Could you remind me how that works?
Oh, give me 1 second. Let me look it up. It's in a different book. All right, you ready?
Yes.
First level evocation. 1 action casting time. Range is actually self. Components are VSM. Duration instantaneous. And the description. A 30-foot cone of magical force emits from in front of you. 1 medium-sized creature of your choosing within the area must make a dexterity saving throw. Failure indicates the creature is pushed 20 feet away from the caster and is knocked prone. Success indicates the target is pushed only 10 feet. You can choose to focus the spell on an unattended, inanimate object weighing no more than 50 pounds. It is pushed 10 feet, assuming it's not held fast. And an addendum to that is it says 1 medium-sized creature of your choice. I will errata that it's medium or smaller. And when it says success indicates the target is pushed only 10 feet, that doesn't mean pushed only 10 feet and knocked prone. It means only pushed 10 feet. And those are the only addendums I have. That otherwise it is verbatim.
Okay.
So, what were you thinking with that, man?
I just want to know how it's gonna work so I can think about how to position. So,
Okay.
okay, so I don't think we should do the lure plan like we did before. Playing EverQuest has inspired me to try a different
boy.
strategy. I think
Holy shit.
I think that we should block up the path here. Jake, is that 5 feet or 10 feet wide? It looks like 10 feet.
Each square is 5 feet. Is what are you indicating?
Right here. Is that 10 feet wide?
That is 10 feet wide. Each square is 5 feet.
So I was thinking put Jacina and Elmo in those 2 squares there. Have everyone else stand behind them, blasting them. And then the bugbears are going to come up. Now, some of them might have ranged attacks, and so it's a little bit risky. But only 2 of them will be able to get up in melee range. If they try to back up so that their allies can hit instead, they're going to be getting opportunity attacked. And I'd say we just get everyone up there bashing the hell out of them. Maybe we even send Stoner McBlaze it up in front of one of them, and he'll be taking more damage, but I believe, yeah, when he's hit, he actually deals 1d4 fire damage. And I don't know. I just can't. I'm not sure how to get him up there, but maybe we don't yet. Maybe I hold him back, and maybe he can run up there as needed. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. It would also basically funnel them, and if we funnel them, Toddy could use their acid blast, and Pantok. Let's see, 30 feet. So Pantok could actually use push from back there. if he needs to. But otherwise, just have him blasting them with magic missile. And for Jacina, have her go chalice form, which heals for a bonus 1d8 on someone anytime I cast a heal.
Ooh.
And then basically every one of Jacina's turns, she would use her bonus action to cast Healing Word on herself or Elmo if they need it. And then she would slash with her Flame Blade for 3d6. And if she has a chance, or even better, if I could start off with it, I could cast Moonbeam. Now, Moonbeam is concentration, so that means I'm going to be having to make saving throws. But if I put a Moonbeam, like right here, then any enemies that are standing there meleeing us are going to be taking damage. And so Kara could be in the back firing arrows with sneak attack.
Hell yeah.
Toddy's in the back blasting Caustic Brew. Pantok's in the back with Magic Missile, focusing the same one that Kara's attacking. And then Jacina and Elmo just tank it. Do the goblins have
FYI,
Uh-huh.
Toddy's always in the back. Giggity.
Do the goblins have any ranged weapons?
They have no, the one that you
Rocks.
found outside was using a rock to throw at the boar and then a sharp pointy stick. They do still have their sharp pointy stick, and other than that, neither of them have any weapons because you haven't given them any, and they were prisoners.
Okay, Jacina is going to whisper to them and ask if they are able to wield short bows.
1 second.
Because
Like-
one of us could head back to the armory and grab 2 short bows and a bunch of arrows.
That's what I was going to ask is, was there anything else in there besides the bows, halberds, and claves? Was there any, like, swords or anything?
No, we
I
want
can't
them
remember.
we want them doing ranged attacks from the back. Oh, actually, specifically I want to ask them about longbows because Pantok has 2 Knoll longbows.
They say Krell says they're not really proficient with any weapons, but they can use one in a pinch if they need to. Boyne said, which is the new one, says they know how to use a short bow, and they're happy to take one if you have an extra one.
Okay, so one of them can use a short bow, the other one has no weapon proficiencies. No weapon proficiencies? Like not even crossbow?
They say they never really were good with weapons.
Fair enough. Well, I have a longbow. Does anyone have a spare short bow?
Didn't you say the armory has a bunch?
Yeah, but none of you guys, I'm just checking, none of you guys have any short bows, right? I've got a spear and 2 extra longbows, and that's about it. Is Boyne proficient with a spear?
I don't have any spares.
Boyne says they would much prefer not to be in melee combat with anything, not to mention bugbears.
Yeah, just, like as an emergency.
They say they could probably use one, but they have not trained with it.
Okay, so I'm going to give Boyne, Jacina's going to give Boyne her spear and pray that he doesn't have to use it. And then and Kara, since you're really good at being sneaky, just in case anything comes up, why don't you head all the way back to the armory and bring back 2 short bows and about 20 or so arrows.
Alright, bet. Be right back. Kara is gonna sneak through the hallways and rooms and such until he gets back to the armory.
Did we see any armor back there? I asked the goblins if Boyne, are you proficient in armor at all?
They both say that they are able to move comfortably in light armor.
Okay.
I have some spare leather armor. I could loan one of them.
Okay, definitely give the leather armor to Boyne.
I will also act as your memory and remind you that there is a slew of leather armor in the armory.
Okay, so just bring back 2 leather armors as well, Kara.
Yeah, that way I don't have to get rid of mine. Yay.
Now, we don't want them meleeing. That's just as an emergency. So Boyne will get short bow. And actually, I'm going to give the other goblin a longbow because if they're not proficient in bows, but they can still fire it, then it's the same attack roll and they would just have higher damage. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so a longbow, some
Oh.
arrows.
I have a longbow.
leather-
Just grab 2 short bows. Or, well, I guess just
Okay.
one, yeah.
Longbow is actually a heavy weapon, and they are small creatures. They would have disadvantage to use them.
Ah, fuck.
Oh.
Okay, 2 short bows.
2 short bows.
Nice catch.
A lot of arrows, like 20 or so.
Yeah, at least 20.
Leather armor.
2 leather armors.
2 leather armors. And yeah, I want to try to get those if they are in here or here. Because I don't remember which one.
There are short bows and leather armors between the 2 areas.
Okay, Kara's gonna pick those up. Let me write them down. Actually, I don't think it will be needed to write them down because I'm giving them right back.
Correct.
Okay. I don't remember how this exactly worked, but I know I have to push something.
You would have left it
do
open.
something with the pillar.
You would have left it open when you get to the armory and then come back and it would still be open, unless you specifically
Okay.
don't want to do that.
No, it's all good. Kara is gonna close it behind him though.
Okay.
Just in case, like, anyone notices that we don't want them to notice.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Hello.
Hello?
Sorry for the constant disconnects. I have to fucking... I can't explain it right now.
Okay.
Sus.
I love going square by square.
Yeah, I'm just doing other stuff while you're doing that, so you take your time doing whatever you want.
Hey guys, I returned. And
Welcome
I
back.
have some gear for you guys. Kara gives them each 1 short bow and leather armor for the both of them, and splits the arrows between them.
How many arrows are you giving them?
Both of them get 10, so 20 total.
All right. They both thank you and say they'll promise to do their best to support you from range. And they put the leather armor on, and it looks a little bit bulky and oddly fitting for them, but it seems to cover all the important vital areas, and they seem comfortably moving in it after they situate.
Kara gives a thumbs up. And, hey, Pantalk, Bantalk.
Mm-hmm.
You stinky screen wizardy man.
What's up?
Ah, shit. Wait, hold on. Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, yeah, I was, I have to fiddle around with this fucking thing, or you guys go quiet.
Oh, it's like a mechanical thing on the... Oh.
The headset?
Yeah, it's just on my end. You guys don't have to worry about it. Anyways, so Pantalk, you stinky green wizard man, I will go sneak over into position now, and shit, fucking hell. Oh my god.
Do you need help with something?
No, I'm okay.
Is it your headset glitching out?
Yes.
You could switch to the one I gave you. Crappy one.
No, I've been using the crappy one. The other one doesn't even work.
What's wrong with the crappy one?
I don't know. But I think it should be fine now. I think it was a game interfering with something. Like, I was just AFK on it, and then I was like, hey, maybe if I quit
Oh.
it, it'll work, and it seems to be working. I'll let you know if I have another problem, but for now, it seems like it'll be fine. Anyways, so just to clarify one more time, Elmo and Justina are going here to, like, block out that entrance, and the rest of us just kind of stay back. Correct?
Yes. So Pantalk and Elmo are gonna go here. And then-
Pantalk?
Or
I mean,
Justina?
sorry, yeah, Justina.
Justina.
Pantalk's gonna be immediately behind them, and so is Toddy. That way they can use their line attacks. And then Kara, you can be behind them firing your bow. I guess I'm gonna put my fire pet kind of off to the side, and look for an opportunity to have him run up. I don't want him to just die though, so I'm not sure when I want him to go in. And then the two goblins will just have back in the back with Kara, also firing their bows. How do you guys think that we should begin the battle? Justina could begin it with a blast from her guiding bolt. That's one option.
That could work. I say, beforehand we should sneak into our positions. Like, before it starts, like, Justina and Elmo are, like, here or here. Not here, not here. I realized, oh wait, you'd have to, like, go across the gap to do that. But, like, you guys can be here and then jump into position when we're ready. I feel like I'm overthinking this a little bit.
I'm thinking of like more. What's the first attack gonna be?
Well, then
First attack is going to be me running into the room and going like the DX Generation X, blah blah at my crotch, and then running out.
Oh my god.
It's going to be so confusing for them.
I am overthinking this. Justina can be the first to attack. Hell yeah.
Okay, so Justina is going to sneak up here and have Elmo go right up with her. And so when they're ready, they're going to coordinated run up. Elmo goes there, and Justina goes here.
Are you crossing the threshold into this room? Because I'm going to ask for stealth checks if you're actually moving there. Or are you just describing where you're moving? Is Elmo carrying his lantern with the light on right now? Because he probably would refuse to go any further than like here with the lantern lit.
I'm gonna have him shield his lantern down to 5 feet.
Okay, he does that.
Let's see.
Imagine being a fucking human and not having dark vision.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Fucking
25,
L.
30. 5, 10. I get one diagonal, right?
No, an unlimited diagonal.
Oh, okay.
Pythagoras is dead
Diagonal
in
forever.
Greyhawk.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So Justina can make it there. So that means if Elmo is... Toddy, can you scoot back one? If Elmo's here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So they should be able to charge in together to this and this location in one move and then block off the space. Correct?
If you are doing that, then yes, you would be able to get to those 2 squares from where you are in 1 round of combat.
Okay. So let's all charge into position. Justina's going to be there. Elmo's going to be there. Pantok is there. Toddy is there. So Toddy's going to go right here. And then there's a Pantok 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, so we should be good. And then Kara here. And then the goblins here and here. And then I'm going to put Stoner here. And so we're just going to charge in all on 1 round of combat. And Justina is going to initiate combat with what spell? Do you guys think?
Well, the way it's gonna work is you're going to charge in, and as soon as you guys start making noise and clambering in, we're gonna roll initiative. You can put your guys in the positions you want, and then we're gonna go off initiative, and there's not gonna be a surprise round.
Okay. Okay.
So you don't have to determine what spell you cast until it's your first turn in combat.
Okay. Well, I think that we should just. I think we should just do that because. What do you guys think?
Hey, if it'll work, it'll work. If it won't, then it'll work. It will work.
Well,
Sure, it'll be fine.
What we did with the gnolls is we stood back as far as we could and blasted them. Then we waited for them to run in the room and just started blasting them as hard as they can, as we could, and we were able to pick a couple off. But then, I don't know, maybe, and then they were just all in the room meleeing all of us. But my thought is, if we bottleneck them, then if they decide to run back and forth attacking and then withdrawing, we get opportunity attacks. And if they don't, then we're only taking melees from 2 at a time. And Justina can just be in healer mode. So, and basically be healing and attacking every round while everyone else is blasting them. I mean, I know it's a risky strategy, but since there's fewer of them and they're tougher, I think it's going to be better. Plus, Justina has 28 hit points and 18 armor class, so she's a decent tank. So, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it's solid and will probably work.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
EverQuest real? EverQuest copied Dungeons and Dragons? Holy shit.
Okay, so if that's what we're going to do, then Justina is going to start by burning a charge of Wild Shape, and she's going to go into Chalice form.
For tonight, I don't ever remember even hearing about Chalice form.
Yeah, because she's been standing in the back and doing damage, because most of the time we've been having the range to like kite things, but this is the toughest battle we've ever done, and she's going to be standing up tanking, and so she needs to be healing like crazy. So she's going to basically use almost all of her spell slots just healing herself. And if I cast Flame Blade, That puts me at 9. Wait, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8. She can get 4 heals. So we need to do tons of damage in 4 rounds of combat. But she can do a shit ton of heals in that time. I mean, a lot of healing amount. The chalice means she's going to be healing something like an average of like 15 HP per round. Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty awesome.
All right, so let's see what happens. So yeah, she's for the next 10 minutes, she's in starry form. Does anyone else want to cast anything before the battle?
I already did mage armor. I'm good.
Okay. I think Pantok is going to. Let me see. I don't know. Do I want to use mirror image? I don't think I want to use mirror image. I'm gonna say that it is an emergency, because that way he can get 6 magic missiles off. Okay. All right. Let's do it. On my command, everyone charge in and let's do this shit. 1, 2, 3, charge!
Position
Let's
your
go.
tokens as you would like on the map, and then I will describe what happens as you clamber into the room.
Toddy, I think you might want to move up. Maybe. Yeah.
I'm probably misremembering where.
Justina shouts, "For Celestian!"
Where's Pantok? Oh, never
Actually,
mind.
I'll go there. Should I move all the way up one more, like
Yes.
Pantok?
Yeah, because you need to make sure you get in your range of your caustic.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I forget that it's a short range sometimes.
Kara, I think you should be up a little bit more.
Okay, fine.
Like right here.
And now we're gonna fucking kill Xerxes. Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
As you all bolster yourselves, and Justina takes on the form of a starry elemental creature.
Chalice.
I mean, it's still starry, right?
Yeah, but it's like a chalice.
Yeah.
How do I rotate? Oh yeah, I got it.
Q and E. As Justina's form shifts into that of a celestial star form in the shape of a chalice or a creature holding a chalice or whatever. I don't know what I don't know what it looks like. And you all
Q and E rotate, and you can click and hold the mouse and use the scroll bar.
And you all charge into the room with your boots clanging and your armor jingling and your weapons drawn. As soon as you peer into the room, you see the lit brazier and the glowing eyes of 2 bugbears sitting at a table as they turn to see what the commotion is.
Justina oh, go ahead.
Immediately standing up, they make noises at their friends in another language you don't understand, and you see some more bugbears appear. And you can say what you were going to say, but then we will roll into.
Justina says, "We are the warriors of Celestian. We have conquered your master. Surrender now if you want to preserve your lives." And Justina's rolling initiative.
Damn, I was just about to say, guys, we could wait until they run up, and then we could do the sign, and then they'd be like, oh, okay, they're okay. And then when they turn around, we could shoot them all in the backs. Too late now.
Yeah, that should have been probably discussed during the plan if you wanted to interject that part.
Literally only thought of it while Nick was saying his intro speech. And that would have made so much more. We're all standing there in cloaks. They're going to run out. We're not going to make the sign when we could have just made the sign.
Well, there's a lot of different ways we could have done that, and I just thought
No, that's cool.
I thought of that, and you guys didn't say anything, so now that's what we're doing.
No, I was like, I thought of it right while you were speaking. I'm like, oh, this would be a good idea. I wonder what Nick's about to say. Oh, never mind.
The foremost bugbear in the front, as he stands up and tosses his mug of ale on the ground and grabs his Morning Star off the table with a scrape as it scrapes and leaves deep gouges in the wooden table, and he laughs and chuckles, and then he replies to you and says, "Celestian look tasty. Let's eat, boys." In common.
All right, Justina and Pantalok are on the initiative board.
All right, I'm rolling the
So
NPCs.
is Toddy.
I'm rolling mine.
That's okay. Your speech was pretty epic,
Shit.
so I guess it's worth it.
I mean, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, but we're also really powerful. And up to this point, we've been playing it safe, and we've just kind of been doing small gimme battles. So I figured if we're going to do it, go all in. And hey, EverQuest strategy's got to work for a reason, right?
They worked really well for us yesterday when we just ran into Orkill, and wait.
We got wiped like
I think we
several times.
we respawned quite a lot, but it'll be fine. All right, well, top of initiative, you are both aware of each other completely.
That is a very good point, Jake. That EverQuest strategies don't even work in EverQuest.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's better than trying. It's better than doing something and like trying to trust them. Like if you guys went in here and tried to negotiate with them, they might just not care, and then they'd get the drop on you. So, we're going with Jessina first, and then the Bugbears, and then the remainder of your party.
Okay. All right. Oh my god, what should I do? Okay, so I basically have two options. I could blast one of them. Oh, how many do I see?
From where you are, you can only see. Well, Elmo can probably see some too. You only see 4 from where you are, but you hear these 2 off of the corners where you can't quite see. You can
Okay.
hear movement.
Am I aware of them having ranged weapons?
Make a perception check.
Okay. $25.
None of the ones you can see are carrying any sort of ranged weapons.
Okay. Okay. Jessina is going to expend 2 spell points and cast Entangle. And she is going to... It's a 20-foot radius, and I think I can get all 4 of these. So I want to do, like, right in the center of them.
It's a 20-foot square, not a 20-foot radius. So it's 2 by 2. So it's a 20-foot square, not a 20-foot radius, but that means that you can put it on like a point between squares, so you can actually get up to 9 squares. Let me grab a marker for you.
Okay.
Yeah, radius would mean it was like a 40 by 40 circle.
Yeah, you're right. It's
But
square.
let me. This is the wrong size. Hold on. Not ready
damn
for
it.
it yet. Well, actually, it might be. That's 10 by 10. So
yeah, 20 by 20.
20 by 20 is that right there. Yeah, and you can place it anywhere.
All right, looks like I got him.
Yeah, 20-foot square. Goddamn. Place it wherever you would like, and any squares it is touching are color covered. And I'm going to recolor it too, so it's a little bit darker.
Holy shit.
All right, I'm going to stretch it actually so that it fits the squares that it's affecting,
Okay.
just so it's lined up.
All
better.
right.
There. So those squares are all affected by Entangle, which is. So I will describe it, and what happens. You cast Entangle centered on the point right behind this bugbear, and bursting forth from the ground magically are a tangle of roots, weeds, and vines, similar to those that you found outside of the place. 4 of the bugbears fight off the vines and stomp them down as they come out of the ground, and I will roll for their saves momentarily.
So they're each going to make a strength saving throw, and any who fail are restrained and unable to move. It is
What's
a
the DC?
14 DC.
All right, 1 second. You said strength saving throw, and
Yep.
it is...
I got a pretty good perception check, so I'm hoping that this can lock them down, and then we can just blast them at range and severely weaken them, maybe even knock out a couple before they get up next to us.
All right. Unfortunately, 3 of them succeed.
Okay.
It is still difficult terrain, but the one in the... let's see, 1, 2, 3. This one is entangled.
This one?
Yeah,
Oh,
I marked
see.
it in the description. And let's see. He is wrapped in vines. The rest of them stomp the weeds down. But difficult terrain. It'll take them longer to get to you as they trudge through the vines.
Nice.
And was that your first turn, or your turn?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I need to leave it there. Yeah, that's going to be all, because if I whipped out a flame blade, that's going to break my concentration on my entangle. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So Justine's turn is done.
All right. The bugbears are going to act. The ones that aren't restrained at all are going to come out and here, and they're going to kind of leave a path for their friends to walk by first. This guy at the front, sort of as he's shrugging off the vines, he stumbles forward. He didn't have to, because you're moving out of difficult terrain, and it's only moving into or through it.
Okay.
So he didn't have any difficult terrain, so he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move 30 feet up to there. These ones were way far back. How far can they move? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one can charge all the way up too. These other ones are going to kind of stand back here as they realize that there's kind of a bottleneck they're not able to get through. This guy is going to get to the edge of the entanglement as quickly as he can, and then come up to support his friends when he's able. And this one is going to attempt to remove the entanglement.
Okay. I made a bad choice to entangle, but it's okay. I'm learning. We might die. I probably should have.
Don't say that.
I probably should have. So my other options, I could have opened with Moonbeam and put it right here, so they'd be getting burned with Moonbeam.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Another option.
You still can do it, I think.
Yeah, but it just wasted. Is wasting skill points.
I know. Pain.
And also, it'll break concentration on the entangle, but it's probably not doing that much. Oh, it looks like he broke his broke out anyway.
He did successfully break out, but he was not able to get much further than where he is right now. Actually, it'd be right here.
Okay.
And they are all going to run up. They see their friends running down the hallway. As they run towards you, they're not raising their weapons to swing them. They're actually holding them up in like a phalanx position, and they're going to attempt to shove you out of the way. Okay, I'm not even going to make you roll to contest that. This one's for Elmo. Let me look up how shove works. We haven't used that in a long time. Contested by his strength check. That is going to succeed. So neither of you is shoved, but these bugbears, rather than choose to attack you, they were attempting to plow the way for their friends to make their way through. The ones in the back are going to raise their weapons in preparation, but realizing that their friends were not able to bust through, they are going to step back behind the walls and take cover
and set
for
up
a
your
moment.
store on a single integrated platform.
And then the rest of you can go.
Add products. Showcase them dynamically. And
Unless you want me to do it at a different point, the
Accept
goblins will
multiple
wait and
secure
go last.
payments. And design your storefront down
That's
to
good,
the
that's good.
last detail.
Okay, so
Get all the
Elmo,
tools
why
you
don't you go
need.
ahead and attack
Drive
next?
more sales with customizable gift
Elmo
cards
raises his battle axe and
flexible
swings it at the
product
bugbear in
subscriptions.
front of him.
Retain customers with a point-based loyalty program. Email automations.
God, 2-minute ad on my music. It really cuts out the excitement.
The bugbear raises its shield, which they apparently have, and attempts to block the attack. However, Elmo is able to quickly change where he hits and swings and gashes through the side of the bugbear with some damage. Where's his damage? And he deals 11 damage to that first bugbear, and then he is going to quickly reposition his axe and swing it at the second bugbear, which also hits. And that is going to deal 10 damage. Sorry, 9 damage.
Shit, you good?
All right, so he goes smash, bash, and hits both of the bugbears in their sides, and they howl as blood drips through their thick, matted hide armor.
All right, Pantok acts next, and he's going to cast Magic Missile, and he's going to cast it on Bugbear A.
All right, how much damage does it take?
Ooh, shit, I'm going to upcast it. Oops, sorry, wrong thing. Yes! 4! So that is going to be 4 bolts. Shit, let me look it up and make sure I get this right. 5e.
Hell yeah.
6.
Four times whatever you upcast it to.
It's 1d4, and there's 3 darts, and I upcast it 1 level. So that's going to be 4 darts plus 1. 4 plus 1. So 5 times 4, so 20 damage. So 4 darts spring out from Pantok, and all blast forward and hit that one guy, and they deal 5 times 4 damage.
Yep, so 20 damage to that first guy. Basically a magic missile crit, as close as you can get to it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
max damage, auto hit. That's the maximum damage that Pantok can possibly do.
This bugbear has taken a total of 31 damage, and it is still standing, although those magic missiles have bludgeoned it into a rage.
Is he bleeding?
He's bleeding from the gash. Other than that, he just has like those giant welts on the top of his head, like in the cartoons. You want 3 lumps or 4? And okay, that's Elmo, Justina, and Pantok.
Pantok looks at Toddy and says, "Go for it."
So should I caustic brew?
Hell yeah.
You want to hit Elmo?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's all creatures.
Rip.
I'm gonna toll the dead on that one.
All right. What's the DC and what's the stat?
15 to wisdom, I think. Let me check. Yes,
All right, that is a
15.
fail. And what is the damage? He has been damaged.
Yes, our plan for me standing up there in caustic brewing. Maybe, yeah, I didn't think it through. That's a 12, D12, right? Yeah.
Nice.
8 damage.
All right, this first bugbear takes an additional 8 damage, and as the bells toll and ding in his ears, he raises his weapon to swing it down on Elmo again, and he just can't take the bludgeoning, and he collapses in a lump on the
yeah.
floor.
Okay, at this point, Pantok is going to say, "Now, Stoner, blaze it up!" And Stoner's going to run up into that occupied spot, and he's going to attack Bugbear D.
All right.
And that's going to be a +5 to hit. Ah, shit. 12.
That's a miss.
Oh well, he tried. Should he keep standing there? I think he is going to stand there. If he dies, so be it. All right, Kara, it's on you.
Hell yeah. Kara is going to target Bugbear D and shoot a bow at shoot an arrow at him with sneak attack.
All right. Yep. No advantage, but you do have sneak attack.
Wait, no.
What?
It was almost 20. It just
Oh, and then it
barely
tipped over it.
fell on the
Oh, rip.
floor.
Unfortunate. 4 is not a hit.
No advantage. No.
Would you like to use your inspiration to re-roll it?
Wow, she ripped.
Yes, please, 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 please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, pretty, pretty,
Rage
please. With
quit.
it cherry on top. Don't roll off the table. Oh, oh,
Alright.
oh.
It was
That will be
again
a
almost
hit.
20.
Yeah, I saw the 20 for a second. That will be your hit, but please go ahead and mark off your inspiration. You probably didn't have it marked in the first place, but we're marking that because we're doing hero points and the same thing. So as a asterisk in your inspiration means inspiration.
Thank you.
Everyone but Kara, make sure you have that marked. I just at some point you guys have gotten inspiration, we just don't use it. So everyone make sure you have that, and Kara does not.
That is the most accurate statement about this group I have ever heard in my entire life. About inspiration, we don't use it.
And give me damage when you're ready with the sneak attack.
Let's go. Okay, okay, hold.
As you're doing that, the 2 goblins in the back, they raise their bows shakily and attempt to fire them into combat. Both of their shots plink off of the hide armor of the bugbear as they try not to hit their newfound allies.
Oh no. No. 14 damage total.
All right, that one takes 14 damage.
Let's go.
He has taken a total of 23 damage, and he is still standing. All right, and believe that was everyone. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, we're back to Jessina at the top of the initiative then.
Okay, sorry, I was just updating my character sheet. Alright, so now Jessina, oh god, and there's only one standing there. With this guy at 23 damage. God. Okay, Moonbeam hits allies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna use Moonbeam yet. God. Don't wanna waste anything. She can slash it. Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna Guiding Bolt. So, Guiding Bolt, the one directly in front of me. I don't get disadvantage on that, right? Because it's not a weapon.
You do because it's a range attack.
Oh, really? A guiding. Okay, first spell.
Yep.
The rest
Then
of
I'm going to save that and shit. What am I at? Okay, I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna Flame Blade. So.
All right.
my
Your
entangle
entangling
goes
roots
away.
disappear as a flaming blade appears in your hand out of thin air.
All right, and I'm going to attack the one directly in front of me with Flame Blade.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Crit.
Holy shit!
Oh, you rolled a crit. I thought you were just willing it.
Nope.
Holy shit.
That's going to be
All
a
right, that's a
26 to hit. All right, so that's going to be
66 fire damage.
66.
Jesus Christ!
Let me get. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. I think you were there. Sorry, someone grabbed my D6s and threw them all over the place.
That would be me.
Okay. Hold on. Let me clone these. Didn't realize. Oh, can you clone these die? I don't think I can do that.
Oh, let me promote you. It's easier to just copy and paste usually, but either way, you have to be promoted.
1, 2. Okay. All right, and it's going to be this much fire damage. 23 fire
Oh
damage.
my shit!
All right, you sheath your scimitar and swing your hand down onto this bugbear as a flaming blade coalesces in your hand, just in time for you to swing, and he doesn't even think to block because he doesn't see the blade in time as it slices through his face and chest and leaves a completely cauterized wound as he falls down to the ground.
And can Stoner McBlaze it? Yeah, so Stoner McBlaze it runs back to his position here.
With what speed? 5, 10, 10, 20, 25 to get here. Difficult terrain to move through allies.
Difficult terrain. Okay, never mind. He stays there.
All right, and is that Justine? Also, it wasn't his turn, so Justine is alone on her turn.
I forgot the bugbears are splitting them up. Okay, yep, I'm done.
Yep. Okay. The bugbears see their friends fall, and this time they have
But
no.
at least you remembered him this time, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This time they have no pretense about trying to shove their way through, and they come down with weapons drawn. 5, 10, 15, 20. This one carefully stomps onto the corpse of his friend as he swings his mace at Justina.
Bring it, bitch.
I don't think that's going to hit, but let me double check. Does a 12 hit?
Miss.
All right. His friend is going to charge forward and hit the fire elemental, who is right there. That is going to hit, and I will roll some damage for Stoner.
Rip. Yeah, he's only got 12 armor class.
That is going to be 7 bludgeoning damage to Stoner.
Okay, he's
If you would like to mark that.
still alive. He has 1 HP left. Also, the bugbear takes 1d4 fire damage for hitting him, and that's going to be a 3 fire damage.
All right. As he hits him, the flames reach out and engulf him and deal 3 crispy fire damage to him. His friend will start to charge down the hallway as well. It is going to swing at Stoner, who is right there. What'd you say his AC was?
It's 12.
Okay, that's a 12 to hit.
Oh,
Oh,
so
good.
close.
And that will be 12 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, so he is dead.
All right. With a puff of flame, the bugbear still takes the damage.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to roll it.
Sweet.
With a puff of flame that backfires in the bugbear's face and takes some damage, Stoner Blaze it as
4.
Stoner McBlaze 4. Damn. Stoner McBlaze it is no more as the bugbear moves into the space left by your fallen ally, and this bugbear starts to charge forward. And as he does so, his friend moves out of the way, and you are welcome to make an opportunity attack, as will Elmo.
Absolutely.
Ooh, yeah!
Elmo is going
Fine.
to... Let me see.
Am I allowed to make an opportunity attack from this far
No,
away?
it's in
Oh,
melee
opportunity
range only.
attack is if something moves out of melee range of you.
Okay, gotcha.
Elmo's is going to hit though, so he's going to roll damage. And as the bugbear carefully steps away, Elmo crunches him in the shoulder with his axe and deals 10 slashing damage. But that bugbear is quickly replaced by another, as this one is going straight for Jessina's pretty little face.
Justina's pretty little face dodges out of the way, Muhammad Ali style.
Yeah, I don't know. What's your AC again?
18.
Okay, that is also a miss.
Tank Cena.
This might be a good time for poor Elmo to end up risking the caustic brew now that there's 4 of them.
I would agree.
All right. I'll have,
Elmo could also move out of the way before you cast the spell.
yeah, but
I'll
it would
take
get
opportunity.
multiple opportunity attacks, and whereas it's just a single save that he might, make.
Not with a disengage, but I mean, if you discussed that
Oh,
plan
yeah.
with him before, he says he would have said he's feeling healthy and he's willing to risk it. But
It's
Jessina will also
entirely
have
up to
roll, so
Elmo.
If you wanted to hit just these two, you could only hit Elmo. But if you want to hit any of the other two, you'd have to hit Jessina too.
Justina says go for it. She ain't shook. And she can't move her turns over, but that's fine. Go for all 4 of them.
Just okay. And I assume Elmo doesn't want to move out of the way then.
He prefers to, but then he would he's going to disengage and move out of the way so you can cast it, and then he'll move back in to plug up the hole afterwards.
Yeah.
Giggity.
He just didn't
Okay.
want to. He didn't want to leave you open, but since you can move at the same time, he can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's why I was wondering. All right. Awesome. In that case, I'm going to caustic brew. It is a 15 dex save.
All right. Success.
Yeah. Death save.
Failure.
What's the saving throw again? Sorry, I missed it.
Failure.
15 dex.
Failure. 3 of them fail, and
No.
only 1 succeeds. So
Okay,
I
worth
will
it.
mark the ones that are brewed. And
Justina
the
got
damage is
a-
until next turn, right?
And Justina got a 20.
Right. Started their turn.
You got a 20 on Jessina?
Well, yeah, actually 23 dex save.
Well worth it. Good plan, guys.
I'm getting the fucking rolls this game.
All right. And
Oh,
Elmo,
you changed their color. How
Oh.
nice.
yeah, it's easier than
sweet.
marking it with text.
Some of them are more caustically brewed than the others.
As the brew drips into the floor and soaks away, Elmo retakes his position. We'll flavor it as he ducked out of the way, and he's like, "You guys like ale, huh?" And he ducks as you will go blah. And okay, that is Toddy's turn.
That is my turn.
The 2 goblins are going to go ahead and fire their bows at the newly
Huh?
glued bugbears. What?
Sorry, I thought you said something else.
Oh, no. Let's see. The green one is Krell, and that one is not a hit. So both of their arrows, they fire into the combat, and blink, blink, the arrows miss.
Rip. They're trying their best, okay? And that's what really matters.
I think we just have Pantok and Kara left.
Ooh, I'm so excited
Okay,
to do another sneak attack. I love sneak attack. I heart sneak attack. I love it so much.
which one do you want to hit? Pantok's prepared to focus fire with you.
I want to focus on this one.
F? Okay, cool. Pantok is
F to
gonna
pay
drop,
respects.
his magic missile, and he's gonna upcast that again. 9876.
Hell yeah, Kara is gonna fire a arrow with sneak attack, and okay, that's epic.
and 8 damage from magic missile.
All right, it takes 8 damage from magic missile, and that is going to be a hit. How much is the sneak attack damage total from that attack? Or the total damage from the attack?
Let's see. Stealing 3 of your dice. Apologies.
That's fine. At least you kept him in the area this time. Ooh, not bad at all.
14 piercing damage.
All right, this one's taken a total of 26, it looks like.
Fuck yeah. Be right back. I gotta pee.
Okay.
Imagine taking a piss in the middle of combat.
This one actually does die from that barrage.
So interestingly, in medieval
That's-
combat, the knights would actually just shit and piss in their armor, and then after the
Yep.
battle, their squires would spend a few hours cleaning out their armor.
Sounds like a squire job to me. Sounds like a squire problem.
Big E's like, hey guys, they said that I can be a knight. I just have to do a few years as a squire first. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, sounds great, James. Oh, I'm so
Time to
excited.
get started.
We're not even in combat. Yeah, but the bathroom's all the way over there, and I'm watching TV.
Yeah, you gotta practice. This is your training.
Oh my god.
All right. Being barraged by the people in the back, this one is going to attempt again to shove Jacina out of the way. Ooh, damn. Make a strength check, please. Strength or acrobatics check to contest that roll.
Okay, that's going to be, do not have acrobatics, and strength is +0, so that's going to be at 12.
Acrobatics is dexterity, so I'm assuming your dexterity is higher than your strength.
Oh, wait, I can,
Athletics or acrobatics? Yeah.
acrobatics I'm not proficient, so yeah, that was stupid, sorry. So that's a
Yes.
+3 acrobatics, so that's 15, actually.
That is still going to be a success. This one is going to move in and attempt to do the same to Elmo. Damn, these guys are rolling. These guys are drunk off their asses, and they're just rolling at below 10s. So you got the luck of the dice with you tonight. All right, and he is going to.
Did you skip
let's see.
Jacina's turn?
Did I?
Yep.
Did I?
After the 2 goblins went plink, then Jacina's next.
Yeah, Jacina goes next. Go ahead.
Moonbeam. So she's going to summon a moonbeam. It's a 5-foot radius. So she should be able to hit all 4 of them at once.
Yep.
And that's what this is all about. So that's going to be 3 spell points, 7, 6, 5, 4. So she's down to 4. And also her flame blade dissipates.
Oh, yeah.
And now she's concentrating on moonbeam instead.
How many spell points is that? You used a lot.
So many. So freaking many.
I can clear it to you after the battle.
Yeah, she's basically not going to cast any more spells after this, and she has 2 heals in her pocket, so actually still doing good.
Yeah, 2 second-level spells and a first-level spell, which is a lot, but you should still have some left. All right, so on this, at the start of their turn, oh yeah, they also are going to take caustic damage. So at the start of their turn, they're going to take Moonbeam and caustic damage. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll both of those. Since they are AoE type effects, you just roll them once and all of them take the damage, I believe.
Okay.
For Moonbeam, for sure. I don't remember how we did that with Caustic Brew, but I think it's the same.
I think I think we did it that way too, but
9 and... fucking seriously, 18 radiant damage.
Wait, 9 and?
And 9. I rolled a 9 twice on this D10 right down here. Oh no, sorry. This D10 right here. I did it. Check the stream if you don't believe me. I mean, you know, it's delayed a little bit, but...
Oh,
yeah.
it's 2d10. Jesus, okay.
Yeah, 2d10 and I got 2 9s. So 18 radiant damage to each of them.
makes my 4 damage to each seem, or to the 2 of them seem sad.
They are engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain as a silvery beam of pale light shines down upon them. Half as much damage on a failed saving throw, so that still would have been... That's a really good spell. I need to...
Hello.
Thanks for reminding me about it, Will. I actually took that spell because when she was remembering spells this morning, you were like, oh, Moonbeam's really awesome. You should take that. And I'm like, okay, it might come in handy.
I told you it was fucking awesome.
What was your damage, Zach?
4. Yay.
All right. All but one of the bugbear have fallen,
No
and
shit.
that bugbear. So regardless of what he tried to do, I already made the roll. He would probably try to attack you instead of shoving you, but he rolled a 5 for that either way. So he is still trying to get you guys killed. He hasn't thrown down his weapon or anything. Rage sees in his eyes as he burns from the caustic brew. And it's the rest of your party's turn. So Elmo's going to go ahead and take a swipe at him and try and finish him off.
Also, he's about to make some work for a squire. Or rather, he just did.
What's Elmo's result?
I am doing it right now.
Oh, sorry.
He does hit. And he will deal a low damage, 6 damage.
Is it still standing?
Actually, hold on. Yep.
Okay, Pantok is going to run up into the gap, and he is going to attempt a...
Into the moonbeam?
Shit. Damn it. Damn it.
Krell raises his short bow and fires it on the bugbear and plinks off its shield. Boyne does the same, and the arrow sticks into a gap in the bugbear's armor as it falls down dead. And Boyne goes, "Woo! I did it!"
Oh, you know what I was trying to do, and you're like, fuck that.
Too slow. I'm not sure what you're trying to do, actually, but...
I was going to try to knock it out and tie it up and do that thing that we always used to do for every single monster.
Oh, yeah, nope, none of that. Too late for that.
Alright.
Boyne starts humming the Final Fantasy victory music. Da, 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 da.
Oh, you know what? Justina could have stopped concentrating.
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay. It can die. Did Krell actually kill it?
Yeah,
Okay.
roll a 13.
Okay. I thought you were just ex-machinating it because you're trying to keep me from torturing it.
No, they've hit 1 out of 6 of their attacks. They were bound to hit eventually.
Okay, because Pantok was totally going to tie it up and then torture the shit out of it in revenge for killing Stoner. Is that it? Did we kill him?
They are all dead.
No more bugbears?
Holy shit.
Da, 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 da,
Da 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 da.
We say that, Krell, not you, you bitch. Justina turns off Moonbeam.
Blink.
All right,
It
good,
winked out.
good job,
Your chalice
guys.
form ends.
Holy shit, I didn't even use chalice form.
And I go into my victory pose.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone take damage at all?
No, they borked everything.
Fuck yeah. All right.
I thought that was going to be a lot harder. I mean, it helps when they miss everything.
They missed every single attack, and you guys crit or hit every single attack. I'm not complaining. I'm glad you guys didn't die. I thought that you were going one attack from them would have pretty much knocked one of you out, so you got incredibly lucky.
Can you tell us what their
that is
damage
great.
dice is?
That is great. What?
Can you tell us their damage dice now that they're dead? Or can Justina...
2d8 plus 2.
Oh,
My God.
Wow, a crit would have knocked me unconscious. But
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go turn off the.
Toddy, you're-
I'm AFK a
What?
second. Go ahead though.
Go turn off the what? Okay, I'm gonna wait until he gets back to say what I'm gonna. No, actually, you know what? He can't see it. No, I'm gonna message you on Discord. Do I have you on Discord? I don't think I've ever had a DM with you on Discord, Zach.
I don't think we have.
Oh, there you are.
That's hilarious. I am having the worst fucking acid reflux of my life right now.
Oh, that's the worst.
Every like minute or so I have to go fucking vomit into the trash can.
Oh, that doesn't sound like
Oh.
acid reflux. That sounds like something else. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like a stomach bug.
When I say vomit, I don't mean literal vomit. I mean throw up a shit ton of stomach acid into the trash can.
That's still still
Yeah,
vomiting.
you can have a stomach bug that can eventually make it to where that's all that's coming up.
I fucking blame the Taco Bell.
Yeah, okay, there you go. That's what it is. Have you messaged me yet?
Nope, still working on it.
I was making sure because I'm not one of these cool Gen Zers like you, so I don't know Discord very well.
You're not a cool Gen Z. You're L.
No, but I'm a fucking cool millennial. Okay, I'm not cool.
No, you're not cool. No, I'm just kidding. You're cool.
But it does always make me nervous when the DM is like, I need to message one member privately. God.
That's it.
But my dagger's already said 8-8.
They don't always show 8-8, only when you happen to notice it. You've never looked at it,
Okay.
and I haven't directly pointed it out.
Yeah, you did a few sessions ago.
You've
even got
never
it written
you've
down.
never asked what they say, except when I specifically pointed out. So as far as you know, they always say 8-8, but you never like looked or asked.
Oh, I assumed that when they changed, you told me. So that's my bad.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just telling you what as you notice it when things happen to it and you look at it, it says 8-8, but it's just it's a pair of D8s. They don't necessarily have anything on them in their normal
Yes.
form.
Yeah, that happened when we were about to go down the tunnels after the 4 undead in that one room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you looked at it and you looked into like, oh, there's 8s on these dice. Interesting. But you haven't ever inspected it any closer to see what it looks like when it's not doing that.
Okay. I take a step. I look at my dagger. Still says this. Take a step. I look at my dagger. Zach, we're not doing this anymore. You've lost your dagger. It disappeared.
Yep. That's what will happen.
I take a step and search for my dagger. Ah, fuck me. You're gone.
You could say something like, I would like to keep an eye on my dagger to see if it changes, but it normally doesn't have any numbers on it. They're just D8 shaped polyhedrons.
Okay, back.
Welcome back.
I love polyhedron.
All right, the bugbears lie slain before you, and Elmo wipes the goo and latent goo and spattered blood off of his armor.
All right. I guess let's search the room, guys. I'm feeling lucky. I would like to go search the room.
Okay, Justina. Oh, I'm sorry, because I was AFK. Noah called, and so I was just talking to him. He fractured his hand bone.
Ooh, God.
Yeah,
Ouch.
it's not terrible. I don't think it's as bad as the one that I had, but it's similar. So third metacarpal has a
Yeah.
tiny fracture. The first guy couldn't even see it, but the second guy was able to see just a little bit. So
That's
give it
good
an
that it's
update
not
on that.
significant.
Don't you hate it when a doctor says, no, it's not. looks at it and they're like, no, it's not broken. And you're like, but I can see the white fracture mark there, and you get a second opinion. And they're like, yeah. And it's like, well, I'm never seeing that first doctor again. Fuck me.
Well, it was urgent care, and they immediately sent it off to a radiologist for a second opinion. So he was like, it doesn't look like a fracture. So, but then when the radiologist looked at it, then they said yes. So we're going to a specialist, but because I have an HMO, urgent care reference is not good enough. I have to go to a PCP. But I'm actually really happy to have an HMO because even though it's restrictive, it is a hell of a lot cheaper. It's actually a cheaper plan than the other ones, and it costs less when I use it. It's the only one with a copay. So my other ones, I have to pay a percentage, which hits my deductible, which would mean that even though my insurance is pretty good, until I hit my deductible, I basically have to out-of-pocket everything. So I am happy to have an HMO. And it's expensive as hell. But cheaper than the other options. So, yeah, anyway. You know, back in the day, everyone bitched about an HMO because it's like, oh, you got to get a referral for everything. But that was also back in the day when you got insurance through your employer with 0 premium, and people were still bitching about it. And it's like, yeah, you don't know how bad things are going to get. Idiots. Okay, so did you guys already search the corpses?
Nope.
Nope.
We
Nope, not yet.
started to say that right as you came back.
All right, that is what.
Nothing's happened while you were gone.
So while Tali is going to look in the room, Justina is going to check the corpses of the bugbears in front of her.
All right. Krell and Boyne are in the back, and they are just talking to each other in Goblin, excited about their victory.
Did both of them not hit once, or did one of them only hit once?
Boyne hit
Krell
once.
finished it.
Krell missed twice.
Oh, my bad. The other
Hey,
one. Yeah.
Boyne!
Yeah.
High five! You did great.
He sees you raise your hand, and he looks at it, and he hands you his short bow.
No. A high five goes like this. Kara takes one of his hands and shows the other hand. This is my hand, and this is your hand. And then he just does like a clap.
Boyne does the same thing. He puts his bow away and then claps his hands in front of him and smiles at you and looks super excited. Looks at you, hoping for a reaction.
Wait.
It's like,
Hold out your hand.
He holds out his hand.
Kara lightly slaps his hand with.
it's exactly
That's a
like
high
one of
five.
those 80 movies where they bring somebody from the past to the future, or somebody from the future goes to the past, and they have to show somebody how to high five and how to say cool.
Yep.
That literally is like a fucking movie trope in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
Hey guys, can we keep these goblins? I really like them.
They're gonna be walking out of here with sunglasses and saying like, "Cool beans, dude." By the
Cool
time this is
beans,
done.
dude!
Pantok, oh no, not Pantok. Nick is going to suggest to Kara that you tell them they can keep the bows and the armor, because they've earned it and they're now they're official warriors now. And they're heroes.
Yes, you're correct.
Oh,
Both of
coincidentally, they. Oh, sorry. Go ahead if you want to phrase that your own way.
Krell and Boyne, both of you have
Fought valiantly.
yes. You have fought bravely and valiantly, and you are deserving to keep your bows and armor as a token of our gratitude and for future battles to come. Congratulations! Woo!
They both
Confetti.
they both cheer and they say we're happy to help you in any way that can help get rid of these bad guys who are doing bad guy things. And then
Yay!
and then they say, yeah, we're glad that we helped you just an equal portion of that combat and killed those monsters. Speaking of which, everyone gets some experience, which will be split 8 ways.
Oh.
Come on.
Come on, if we can level up the goblins!
You can possibly level up the goblin.
You can or you can't?
If they're taking XP, they're getting XP.
Holy shit, guys. We need to train these guys to be warriors and have them as crucial members of our party. In fact, we can have 3 rogues.
Wait, does my pet eat up XP too?
No, your pet's a spell of yours.
Then it's only 7 ways.
Yeah, 7. Sorry.
Grr.
Grr.
It's-
Grr, me having to expand my XP tracking sheet for some goblin.
Yeah, we're gonna level him up. Yeah, when we have downtime, we're gonna train this other guy on how to use his short bow too.
Holy shit! I can't believe it. We have official party members.
Is,
Oh
is,
my god, that's
is
great.
Boyne proficient with that spear?
The spear, no.
Okay, well we can train him on that later.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Right, looting the corpses.
So Justina's looting the corpses.
No, experience.
But,
Everyone
yeah.
wants to go ahead and record the experience. I had to do the math and update my sheet. Everyone, including the goblins, gains 172 experience.
All right. Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
I recognize
Literally.
that sound, but I don't know what it's from.
Oh my god.
All right. Toddy is going to search the room, and Justina
Well,
is going to... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to recommend that people come in and search stuff too, but I would like to kind of get a description of the room when I go into it here in a minute after I
Sure.
record my XP.
This oddly shaped chamber is about 40 feet wide and of similar depth. Several crumbled bedrolls are haphazardly scattered around a metal brazier full of glowing embers. Several blackened haunches of meat lay directly on the coals, the source of a tangy scent in the air. I feel like they got this description mixed up with the Knoll room, and that was why I was so
That's right.
confused last time, but that's what it describes.
Can you
But
say the XP one more time?
172.
172.
But yes, so it's what it looks like on the map. There's no additional description. They were cooking some meat, and they have there's overturned bottles of very low quality, possibly not safe to consume liquids on the table, and 6 filthy bedrolls.
Okay, guys. I guess let's each take a thing and start searching in here.
All right, Justina was already searching the bugbears, and Toddy moved into the room. Is anyone else? And Kara was out interacting with the goblins, but you can do something after you're done doing that. That wasn't a long thing.
Pantok is
Yes,
gonna walk up and spit on the bugbears and kick the other ones in the ribs, and jab the other ones with his staff, and say, "Fuck you, bitches, for killing Stoner McBlaze-It. I'm gonna summon him back stronger than ever before." And he's gonna immediately summon back his pet.
All right, with a spell slot.
Yep. And it's gonna
Okay.
be a water pet this time.
Elmo looks at you kind of distastefully as you abuse their corpses, but doesn't comment.
You abuse them less than what I was thinking to do.
Gross.
I was like, speaking of taking a leak in combat,
Elmo is going to move into the room and sit down on the bench to take a breather, and Krell and Boyne will move into just to kind of sit down on the ground and stay with the party as Justina searches the corpse. What is Kara going to do during this search period?
help me search the room.
Okay. Hell yeah. Kara carefully steps over the corpses and kind of like grossed out and enters the room.
All right. So there is not much of interest in the room that is immediately visible. A bare table and some benches, 6 bedrolls, and some wooden furniture that's just kind of like half falling over. There's not like boxes or bales of hay or anything. They're just like little pieces of rotting furniture. You can both make a perception check to search the room, and Justina, you do not have to make a perception check to loot the corpses, and let me know when you're ready to write down what I read off to you as the others make their checks.
Okay, I am ready.
Each bugbear is carrying 12 gold pieces, which is a total of 72 gold.
Nice.
Oh.
The bugbear that looks the largest and most leader-like is wearing a silver bracelet, which is bulging on his large wrist. And after removing it, you realize it actually is a silver necklace. If you would write down silver bugbear necklace. Bugbear is just to note where you got it from so I can reference the price later. And the necklace is actually set with 5 gemstones. 4 of them are small, and 1 of them is about twice the size. They are a mottled green and bronze stone. So it's you can write bugbear, green gemstone, silver necklace, however you want to include those in your description.
Okay, is it all the same thing?
Yep, it is 1 silver necklace set with 5 gems of green and bronze color. And that is it for the loot that you find. They are carrying shields, battered wooden, barely together shields, and morning stars, large wooden morning stars with metal spikes. And did we get perception checks?
Hold on. I need to roll
I got
my
an
stuff.
18.
18. As you both explore the room and search its corners and crevices, it does not seem like there is anything of interest. I saw your roll. Theirs is higher. Nothing of interest or secrecy in this room, as far as you can tell. It does not look like these guys were capable of hiding much of anything.
Sad face. They certainly couldn't hide their elite skills in combat. Well, guys, what's the plan?
Sorry, just a sec. I'm updating my pet and stuff.
And we're positive the corpses are thoroughly searched, or should we do any extra searching on them?
Justina has thoroughly searched the corpses. At least what they were carrying.
Yo?
Oh?
I didn't realize. I accidentally turned off the microphone.
Oh. I did, yeah, so I hadn't heard what you were saying, but I saw your roll, and it was that plus modifiers was lower than Toddy's, so I just give it Toddy's description.
Yeah. It was like a 14 anyways, so.
Yeah. I don't know your modifiers exactly, but if you roll an 11, I know you don't probably have a +7 to perception.
Anyway, there seems to be a lack of interesting things in here. Maybe I'm just blind. Ooh.
Okay, I think I have my pet done, but actually I think I fucked up my saves because it actually says target must make a DC 8 plus proficiency Constitution saving throw, and I had it as 12 for the fire pet, which is the same thing. So actually those are DC 10. So I'm going to update that. Does that sound right?
Let me look. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I've been doing it 12. I think because I fucked up originally with the Earth Pet. Let me check the Earth Pet. Earth. Oh yeah, the Earth is actually 10. Earth and Air are 10. Yeah, I don't know if you meant it that way. So Earth and Air are DC 10 plus proficiency saving throws, and Fire and Cold or Water are DC 8 plus proficiency. Did you mean that?
What is this for? Engulf for fire?
The pets, yeah. Engulf for fire and Whelm for water is a DC 8 plus proficiency, but the on-hit effects for earth and water and earth and air are DC 10 plus proficiency.
It should be 8 plus proficiency, but it's 8. Hold on. Let me check because I was using the beast spell reference to write them. So let me check what that one says.
Okay. Yeah, I assume that you wanted to make them consistent.
Yeah, let me look up the Tasha's Beastmaster because whatever it is, I probably wrote it's probably 8+ proficiency, which equals 10 at first level, and then I just started writing 10 instead because I forgot that it's. I was thinking 10, I wasn't thinking 8+ equals 10. But let me check. Proficiency bonus equals your bonus. And then it says, must succeed on a strength saving throw against your spell save DC. Escape DC equals your spell save DC. Sounds like it's your spell save DC. Let me check
Spell
a couple
save
others
DC?
real quick. It sounds like your spell save DC.
That would make sense. That makes it better. Makes it 13.
Yeah, Summon Beast doesn't have any saving throws. Wildfire Druid is your spell save. So yeah, it should just be your spell save DC for those.
Sweet. Then that makes them 13.
Let me adjust that. Good catch.
Not really, because we've been playing all this time, and I just now realized that.
Well, you just caught it now, so good job finally reading your abilities.
Well, just when I just assumed the saves were all the same, so when I summoned my fire pet, I just left it. But this time, I was just reading it more carefully. I'm updating my sheet as well. Okay, so they're all DC 13, and it's got 12 HP, 13 armor class, and his name is Bong McGurgle.
Okay.
Awesome! Congratulations, guys. So, I am drained of spell power, so, do you guys want to get out of here and head back to town? That means that when we finally come back here, there's probably going to be traps and shit, so we need to watch out for that carefully. But, I say we go and get Lizard Boy and go ahead and head back to town.
Tokage! I'm
Sounds
so
like a good
excited
plan
to
to me.
see Tokage.
I don't think we need to do a short rest since we still haven't taken damage.
That is literally fucking insane. Also, Kara.
do you want... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like a roleplay thing.
I was
You
going to
go.
ask if Justina wanted clarity before we left.
Do you have the spell points for it?
I do have the spell points because I didn't do jack shit in that battle.
Then yeah, sure, just in case something happens.
You now have clarity.
Kara says as we're going back to get Tokage. At the end of all the battles, at the end of the day, nothing gives me more life than my Tokage.
Aw.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and head back, and I'm moving the tokens. Ask everyone to follow. Oh, you can just do that.
Are you floating?
Where are you moving? Are you just moving back your regular path,
Yep.
like towards the entrance?
Yep, we're gonna go.
You arrive at the
up
entrance
the
and you
secret
leave,
path.
and you are on the next
Woo!
floor.
Ah, it's gone. Yeah, we're gonna go back up the
You
secret
grabbed
path there. and up the stairs.
Kara. Hi, Todd.
Okay, so we are going to get Tokage, and then Toddy cast Clarity on Jacina. So you can note that down for the time, and then we're going to exit the moat house and travel back to town, and we're going to tell the goblins to stick with us, and they should be okay when we enter the town.
All right. Boyne is a little bit hesitant about that, but Krell reassures them that it'll be okay, that these people can be trusted.
Yeah, go ahead and doff the armor though, just so you don't look threatening.
They say
when we get there.
they say they feel more comfortable keeping the armor on.
Okay. Should be fine. You're with us. We're in a big group.
Tokage's
it's not-
fine, and he comes with you.
It's not like EverQuest where the guards are just like, oh, goblin, let's definitely kill them.
Yeah, they're not
Parties,
gonna. Yeah, like,
adventures.
man, wouldn't that be nice if you could go somewhere with NEQ in a party and it's like they don't attack because you're with someone else? That'd be nice.
Aradune is in his grave, face palming himself right now. Just so you know.
Wow,
Why did I think of that?
didn't really duplicate the D&D very well, huh? You're just making shit up.
Tokage!
All right, so these alarms will be gone. I believe they already were during the night. All right, and you begin your trek. It is about 5 in the morning, so I will mark that down for clarity.
When I
Wait,
see
it's 5 in the morning. I
Tokage,
thought it's 5 in the evening.
Well, it was 4 in the morning when you guys woke up after your long rest. And then you went straight down to the dungeon, so it's been about an hour. So it's now 5 in the morning.
I am so confused because I could have sworn it was the middle of the afternoon.
It was like 8. You guys got here, and then it was like 8 o'clock, and you went straight to bed after exploring the dungeon, and then woke up at 4 in the morning.
Oh my god, yeah, no, you were definitely right, and I knew you were right. I just didn't remember the resting part, and I was confused. But yeah, I remember it now.
All right, and it is a 6-hour journey back. So from 5 a.m., it'll be about 11 o'clock when you arrive in town, assuming no combats. And not like combat really takes time anyway. So I will proceed to roll for some random encounters. Is there anything else you would like to do other than casting clarity as you set out on the road in this as the sun begins to rise over the hills?
nothing besides talking and talking and talking to Tokage.
He seems
Lizzie.
perfectly happy to let you talk to him.
Best buddy. Bro never insults me. Bro never says shit about me. Bro just stares at me, and I know. Anyways, let's just keep going. Also,
I would like to keep an eye on my dagger on the trip back. By the way, just look at it once in a while.
Every time you look at it, it's just blank dice.
Okay.
I take a step and I check my dagger, and then I take another step, and then I check my dagger again.
Exactly.
Kara sees Toddy. Actually, I don't know if Kara sees Toddy checking his dagger. Maybe he'll catch it once, and then he starts mimicking him and also checking his normal daggers.
All right, you travel 6 hours on the road, and as Hamlet is visible in the distance, the sun has been up for a few hours now, and you begin to enter town. And as you enter the safe range of the town, and you feel like you've made it back safely, your dagger, Toddy, the D8s, they don't change any, or they're D8s, they're just not 8s. They do glow briefly, and you notice them sparkling, but it was more like just the sunlight catching on them. They weren't glowing brightly or changing any faces. You arrive back at Hamlet, and you are at Hamlet, and I will change the map here in a moment, but you are there.
All right, so
Fuck
Pantom
yeah!
or Jacino would like to head to the banker that gives good prices on things and see if they can appraise this necklace.
All right. You head to, let me pull up my book again to find their name and stuff. They label these freaking areas by their description, not by their what they are. So I have to actually read the descriptions on each one to remember which one's the fucking money changer.
Ugh. That sucks.
Okay. You come to sturdy new building with a sign. The sign displays
What?
3 yellow coins. This must be the local money changer.
Yeah, money changer. That's what it is.
All right. Nira, the proprietor of the money chamber, is standing there ready for you as you come in, and they greet you and they say, "Oh, hello there. Welcome in. What can I do for you?"
Justina says, "Hello there. I've recently procured this beautiful necklace set with 4 small and 1 larger gems made of which are green and bronze. And never mind the bloodstains on it. Those will buff right out."
He says, "Oh, no worries. We have a really good cleaning service back here, so not a problem at all." And he asks if he can take a look at it and pulls out his jewelry appraisal equipment.
Yes, of course. I trust you, unlike that trading post.
They say, "Oh yes, absolutely. That is a you don't want to go there, but I will always pay you the best price that I can, of course, and still make a profit." And they chuckle. And they look at the object and they go, and they pull out their little spyglass inspection thing so they can look at the gems close up. And they say, one sec. They say, these are very fine chrysoprase crystals. Oh, this one in the middle is especially large. They say, it's a particularly fine specimen and the silver is in great condition. I would happily pay you 600 gold pieces for this necklace.
Oh, fantastic. Why is chrysoprase so expensive? Because of its stunning color and rarity. In fact, finer specimens of chrysoprase can sometimes be mistaken for imperial jade. Rulers and architects have appreciated its beauty across history. Yes, 600 gold sounds like a fine price, and Justina agrees to sell them the necklace. What's the necklace made out of again?
Silver.
Silver and chrysoprase.
All right, you can add 100 gold to your currency.
Woohoo! I'm at 704 now for Justina.
Songs.
I want
Alright.
I want dice made out of chrysoprase.
Yeah,
I googled
I
it.
bet.
And I lucked out on that. I googled chryso, and then I looked for something that sounded like what you might have said, because I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, me either. I had to Google it too, so I could describe it.
But it's on the stream, so anyone watching the stream can see what it looks like.
They ask, did you have any other fine art objects or jewelry to trade me today?
I don't think so. No, not today, but I'll be back soon, I'm sure.
They say, well, not every delve can be such a satisfactory one. Have a good day, and let me know if you get anything else.
Thanks.
When you guys got into town, Elmo is specifically staying with the goblins, but he wants to go back to his house to pick up some things and change his clothes and stuff like that. Would you guys like to take the goblins with you, or would you like to have them accompany him, or would you like to accompany him to his house? He says that as soon as you guys get back into town. This is before Justina goes to the money changer.
They're safe with
Uh,
Elmo, right? Can we just kind of like put them in the inn and bring them with whenever we want?
Put him in the inn?
but-
No. Elmo says that he'll keep an eye on him. He won't. You guys don't have to worry about him. He'll keep an eye on him while they're in town.
Okay, let's
the
just,
goblins are my friends, and I want to hang out with them. But fine.
you can if you want. I was
You
just
can.
not gonna.
Elmo is going to his house, and he is asking you whether you want him to take the goblins with him, or you take them with you, or if you all want to come to his house with him. But he's going to be a few minutes. He's going to like take some time to relax and change his clothes and take a break and stuff.
They could stay with us because Kara likes them, and also why not?
He says, "Okay, sounds good." He says, "If anyone gives you any trouble about him, just tell them they can come deal with me, and I'll be at my house, and
Yeah.
they shouldn't give you any trouble, but just in case."
Justina actually wants to ask the money changer if they know of a place in town that would be likely to sell magical inks.
They say, magic. Yeah, we don't really do much of magic around here. Once in a while, something that's some sparkly things will pass through the trading post, but other than that, we're not much for magic here. Maybe the priest might have something in his stash, or other than that, you'd have to ask the druid in his grove or the wizard in his tower.
Okay. Justina is going to check the trading post and see if they have any magical ink for sale.
Okay, one moment. Where is everyone else going while Justina's doing a shopping trip?
I'm going back to the tavern. I'm going to go get me a drink.
You know what?
Pantok's going to go to the wizard tower with 100 of Justina's gold. So I moved that in the inventory.
Okay.
Kara is gonna go along with Toddy to the inn, and also possibly get a drink with
All
the
right.
goblinos.
How are we splitting the experience from the gold that you guys gained during that adventure? Let me add it up for you.
Oh, yeah. 72 plus 600?
780. No, because you also got from the Gould and the Knolls.
Oh, shit. Okay, 780. Well, that won't level anyone all at once yet. So, do you guys want to split it? And we'll split it just between the 4 PCs. So, we don't have. Oh shit! Doesn't Elmo want
Huh?
some of that money?
Yeah, Elmo
Yeah.
wants this cut.
He requested a fifth of the money, and he has been keeping track of the money you've collected. Other than the necklace, he trusted you to go sell that.
Okay. So, but that he's gonna want a fifth of the money from that, right?
He would request 156 gold if you tell him the legitimate price of the necklace.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to him. Okay, so 604 minus how much? 156.
156.
156. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him that.
Okay, and then you have 624 gold to distribute between the 5 of you.
I love gold. Let's go.
Okay.
This is for experience. You can do whatever you want with the gold. I don't care.
Does anyone? So, I'm just Justina is just keeping the money. But if you guys want any, just let me know and I'll give it to you, just for bookkeeping purposes.
Epic.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm planning to get some magic inks for you once I find them, so that you have a charge as well. Okay, so for XP, what do you guys think? Do you want to just split it evenly, or do you want to pile it all onto someone so that they're gonna level first, keeping in mind that we need downtime to level? So if one person gets XP to level before the others, then we'll have to do downtime and they'll level and everyone else won't, but those other people could do something else in their downtime.
I'd
And
say
it is-
split it evenly.
It is twice as long of a downtime for this level. Wait, no, second to fourth. Nope, you're still good for level 4.
Okay, so let's just split it evenly among the 4 of us.
Yay!
So how much do we each get?
156.
All right. All right, Pantok is at 1850. I'm sorry, Justine is at 1857 XP.
Kara has 2012, aka the best fucking year.
He's at 156.
156.
And Pantok has 1817. I'm just saying that for double checking purposes since you're updating XP as well.
I have 212.
Okay. Everyone want to go ahead and say their totals again? I can double check.
Justina 1857, Pantok 1817.
Those are incorrect. Justina 1885.
How does this keep
Pantok
happening?
1845. I don't know how you got it incorrect. Hold on. You are probably correct. I don't know how this happened. 1 second. I Google Sheets moved a square and it was showing you getting full XP for the bugbears. Not full. I minus 1. Say your numbers again. I'm sorry.
1857, 1817.
Those are correct. Sorry, when I said they're incorrect, it wasn't necessarily you did it wrong. It was just like, hold on, there's something not adding up
They
here, and it
don't
was on my
match.
end. Yeah. Kara?
2012. Is that very wrong, or
It might not be because the same thing I feel like might have happened. Hold on.
oh,
That's interesting that you would be 200 XP ahead.
Yeah, not that. You're 1832. I don't know where you got that much from.
oh, that was from adding the XP you just gave us.
Before that, you should have been at 1676.
Damn,
Oh, we're doing
fucking
XP,
off
not
am
gold.
I?
Yes, this is you gain experience for earning gold, but once you collect your gold, it becomes experience.
Oh, I've got to add that gold into the experience. My bad. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you don't have that much gold. You didn't get the gold. Justina said they're keeping it for now, unless you dispute that.
Yeah, Justina got all the gold
Not-
from the Knolls and from selling the necklace. She currently has 448, and she gave and plus 100 that she gave to Pantok. And if you guys want any gold, just let me know and I'll deduct it from Justina.
Nope, I just got confused for a moment, so I've got to do this again.
Did you say 448?
Yeah.
How much did you get for the necklace?
I don't know. I'm not keeping a log. 600, I think.
So how do you have less gold than the value of the necklace?
Because she gave 156 gold to Elmo and then 100 to Pantok.
Right. You gave it to Elmo. I forgot about Elmo. That's why I was checking. I was like, hold on, numbers don't add up. I
Yeah,
forgot Elmo
so-
stole. I forgot he actually stole the gold too. Not stole. Acquired. That's why I'm going through it. I'm just making sure my numbers match up with yours.
Yeah, well, 156, so that's 72 plus 600 divided by 5, but then also
Yeah.
we got gold from the other guys too.
Yeah. Nope. You're good then. I didn't want you to cut yourself short because you forgot to add a number somewhere.
Yeah, I figured it's better for us to just double check like this. I could create a ledger and put in debits and credits.
That's what I'm doing.
That's how you should do it. Just literally use accounting best practices.
Oh, not with money. Sorry. Yeah. Fuck that. I'm not tracking your money, so you can
Oh
do
my
it however
God.
you want.
I'm not doing accounting best practices. I'm not doing. Oh, what's it called? What's the? Oh my God! What's the accounting standard?
That far in accounting classes.
No idea.
Starts with a G. GAAP. GAAP.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
It stands for Generally Accepted Accounting Principles, and it is the official accounting standard that is used at all corporations and banks.
Dang. Okay.
And we are not using that. Toddy, how much XP did you have total then?
1867.
Perfect. Okay, everyone's XP matches, and no one has yet reached the level 4 threshold of 2700.
How much did you say was mine again?
You should be at 1832. You probably just accidentally added something twice.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. I'm not trying to purposefully make it to where I have more
Oh,
XP.
yeah.
I'm just not good at math, even though I practice,
Oh,
or at least try to.
I use Google. I literally just type in a new search bar and just type in my current XP plus whatever we have, and then type it in.
The difference
too.
was, yeah, same. The difference was 180. That was how much you guys got from the Knolls, so you just added the Knolls twice.
Oh,
All right, XP is divided, and that is complete. Gold is divided, I believe, and that is complete. And the next thing is you were asking for a place to buy inks, and you wanted to go to the trading post to see if they sell inks. Is that correct?
Yes. So, do you guys know what a general ledger is?
sort of.
You do?
Yes, I worked at a bank.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you work at a bank. So yeah, so your general ledger, you have to follow like GAAP principles. Like those things are related.
That makes sense. Yeah, because we don't I didn't manage those things behind the scenes. I just did transactions in them. But when someone fucked up, I heard about it. So
Yeah, I've only had to do them some at American Airlines. I had to move labor hours, so we'd have to do chargebacks. We'd have these call center employees, but they would be doing temporary duty assignments at like headquarters, and so what we'd have to do, their hours would get billed to one cost center, and we would have to I'd have to actually go into the general ledger and create transactions that move them from that cost center to the one at headquarters that they're working under to make sure that it goes into their budget. And currently, since I manage a system that pays commissions to sales agents, any money that we pay them has to go into the general ledger. So every month we have to create a general ledger file that goes into that. I dropped out of my accounting class about halfway through, so I know what GAAP is, but I don't know how to follow GAAP, and that's not my job, but I know that it exists.
Yeah, basically the gist of it is, I don't know what the GAAP specifically, but the gist of it is you don't ever actually alter a number. The number is just a formula that results from looking at the history and calculating it. That's exactly how Bitcoin works. So Bitcoin's a ledger.
Yeah.
You don't ever have this much Bitcoin in your account. You have a record of all the ledger transactions that have ever happened with your wallet, and it sums them at the end, and that says how much you have available. So that's a ledger, basically.
Yeah, which, as we're having a hard time figuring out how much gold we have, it makes a lot of sense. So basically, imagine if every time we gain or lose any money, we're adding a new transaction record of debits and credits, which fuck that, it's a game.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. Instead of altering the number and then saying this is why the number was altered, you add a history entry for why the number was altered, and that modifies the number. You never actually touch the number. Actually, and I'm not going to do this, but I could at some point if I feel like after we're done playing EverQuest, I can make a website where you guys can log in and track your own individual characters' equipment using a SQL database and ledgers. And so you just log into my website when we go to play EverQuest, and it's got all of your inventory items listed and your gold and your weight and everything, all using a SQL database table and displaying it on a website.
Great practice for a future resume. I mean, you
that's
put it on there and be
true.
like, oh yeah, I do online role playing with my friends, and so I created a general ledger database that uses GAAP principles.
Exactly. Anyway, you do go to the trading post, and you see the same trading guy there. And as you enter, he says, his eyes light up as you come in. He says, "Oh, you're back. Did you find my dagger? It's been a while, so I figured you might be out looking for it."
I would just like to point out, just real quick, just to the DM, I have stopped checking my dagger.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. You have it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah,
ask.
I'm not taking it out to look at it right now.
You're also not at the trading post, so it's okay. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! What should I tell him?
Maybe that we have been traveling in the opposite direction of where the thief was going,
Or
because we have other shit to do and we completely lost him. One or the other. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah,
So
lost
just like-
track of him. Couldn't
just
find
as
him.
it says, Yes, sorry, unfortunately we did our best to track him down, but he was quite elusive and was able to snake away. We did notice that we got close enough to see that he had a symbol of the god so-and-so, and
Do you say the correct name?
Yes. And so
Okay.
we think that he's a thief lurking in the area, and we're worried there might be a bandit group that is pilfering in the area. So watch your objects.
He says, yes, that makes sense. Those damn gamblers and ruffians coming to town and making trouble with trying to make up their gambling debts. Yeah, thanks for that information. I'll definitely keep an eye out. But if you find the dagger, bring it back to me, and I'll give you a good reward. But I appreciate the information. But unfortunately, information isn't money.
Oh, really? That might be worth us trying to track him down. We might have a lead on that, but we weren't going to pursue it. How much would you be willing to reward? Because we might decide to see if we can track him down.
He says, well, the amount I offered you before was a little bit spur of the moment. I don't want to. I've had some time to think about it, and I don't know if I'm willing to part with that much for it. But things come and go. But I could probably give you, and he offers you half of what he offered last time. I don't know how much
Wow.
that was. It wasn't very much to begin with. It was like 100 gold.
Okay.
So he's like, if you end up coming across it, bring it back, and I'll take it from you for that much. It is my property, so I don't see why I should be paying twice for it.
Sure. If that's all our services of tracking down your item would be worth, I will let my party know, and we'll see what we can do.
He says you're not the only ones who I've got on the job. So yeah, yours is more of a opportunistic. You were there, and I wanted you to chase after it, but obviously you're not that great at getting things retrieved. So yeah, I'll let someone else deal with it. But thanks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fucking rude.
So anyway,
Time to burn this trading post to the fucking ground.
Well, I mean, we're keeping his dagger, so. Hey, so I just wanted to know if you got any magical inks in stock within the last few days. I have a wizard friend who is interested in if we can get a hold of any.
He says, "Oh yeah, I've always got some for sale, but we don't have very many magic types in town, so they don't go very quickly. I'll sell you. I mean, however many you need, I'll see what I've got. But his price is 150% of the default price. So whatever you would pay for one set's worth, it's times 1.5.
God, what a dick.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll take that information back to my friends, and I'll let you know if we're interested in purchasing any. And she's gonna head out after that, so it's 75 gold per charge, and it's 1 charge for level 1, 2 charges for level 2. And I am interested in getting 2 charges for Pantok. And oh shit, actually I kind of want 3, because then I can scribe the 1 spell I've got already, and then I can scribe up to a level 2 in case that's what we find. And then 1 for Toddy, at least.
I'm sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second there. One what for Toddy?
1 charge of magical ink, so you can scribe spells into your spell book. Did we?
That's right.
Did we decide that if we take the time that we can, if we take the time and the ink, that we can copy spells from each other's spell books?
Yeah, but those use the PHB rules, which is a long time, I think. But let me look. But yes, you can share spells.
Okay.
Yours is quick because you're a scribe, but let me look it up. But yes, you can.
So there's not a chance. It's guaranteed. It just takes time and money.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's no scroll to be destroyed. Okay, cool.
Be right back.
Okay. Yeah, it takes 2 hours per spell level.
Okay, so Pantok at the Wizard Spire he's also going to wait there for, well, no, we don't really have to talk to them at all. He just wants to go see if Burn has any magical inks for sale.
Okay. You arrive at the tower, knock on the door, are greeted by a guard and let in. And the Burn greets you, and he says, welcome back, friend. Any news from the moat house? How goes it? I'm glad to see you back in one piece.
Oh, it's going pretty well. We found some gnolls and bugbears, and we're able to clear most of them out. But we also got some information that there is a boss room full of baddies, and he relays the specific details the gnoll gave him. And we came back to town looking for additional help before we go in and try to take that on.
He says, "Oh no, that sounds awful, but it sounds like you've been through a great deal already. Bugbears and gnolls, I can't even imagine. That sounds like dire straits, but you came out of it in one piece. So I'm sure that if anyone can finish clearing that place out, you're the ones for the job." He says, "Unfortunately, Rufus and myself, we must stay here to continue protecting the town. So I'm sure adventurers pass through here every day. I'm sure you can find someone at the local tavern who would be more than happy to join your cause. Although I can't guarantee they'll be as seasoned as you are."
Yes, it was brutal, but the gods were with us. Hey, so while I'm here, I wanted to see. I've encountered some. I'm looking at growing my spell book. Would you happen to have for sale any magical inks that I could use for such purpose?
He says, I wish I did. I just used my last ones, and I'm waiting on a shipment, but I should have some more next week. Although that will only last me for, until my next order. But the next time I place an order, let me know, and I can like pre-get you. I can order you some extras if you want. But I might be able to sell you one or two when I get my order early next week.
Okay.
It'll
Yeah.
be
Go
about
ahead and put me down for a few. We're making pretty good money from our adventures, and we've got that other wizard with us, so we are definitely in need of magical ink. So go ahead and put us down for, I'd say, 5 on your next order. But I'll check back with you in a week and see if you have some for sale to buy off you now.
He says, "Okay, yeah, no problem." He says, I'm always using inks. I just don't want to order more than I need to use. So I'll definitely order enough extra for you, and I'll assume you're good for it. And if you aren't, then I'll cut off your thumbs. No, if you aren't, then I'll just add them to my stash, and I won't have to order them for another couple weeks. He says, "Just remind me when you come back. I'm a little bit absent-minded, so I may forget that I promised to order you extras, and I wouldn't want to turn you down. So make sure to make a note of that and come back and see me in a week or so."
Yep, I will do that. And he trades pleasantries and then heads back to the inn. Jacina is going to, before she goes to the inn, she's going to stop by Joru Ashstaff and see if he has any magical inks for sale.
Okay. On the way out of the trading post, you see Elmo walking by, and he waves at you as he crosses the bridge towards the trading post.
Okay. Pantok continues to the tavern.
You're asking Jeru if he has magic inks for sale?
Yep.
He says, "No, lass, I don't scribble things like that. All of my magic is done through runes and prayers and nature, blah, blah, blah."
Okay. She gives him a quick update on their progress in the dungeon and says they're going to head to the inn and see if they can gather some help for an assault on the boss.
He gives you encouragement, and he wishes you luck, and he says if there's anything he can do to be of assistance while staying in town, he is more than happy to help you in any way he can.
Where did Pantok go? Oh, there he is.
What's this red thing?
Sorry, I added my token too soon.
What?
Oh,
for the dwarf.
There, bye token.
Oh, no, I just had no idea. It didn't have a name or anything.
Nope,
Is that
I
where
just
you
dropped
want-
it. I said I'm going back to the inn to look for Boink.
Is that where you want him to be, is in the tavern?
I don't care. We hadn't discussed it beforehand. I don't even know if we were going to find him this time.
Hello.
I just got excited and added my character.
Say what? Did you say something, Will?
I am back.
Oh, welcome back. No, yeah, if you want him to, it's your character. He can be wherever you want. If you want him to be in the tavern, he can be in the tavern. As long as
I
he's
didn't
not.
even know if they were going to be here right now, and I'm
The-
not sure where my character landed.
The only restriction is you can't have been in the city long enough to have any interpersonal relations. You can't be like, oh yeah, I know Byrne, I know Rufus. I don't want to have any characters who
Oh.
previously know you. So as long as you, I mean, even if you just came to town, bought a room, and you've been here for a week, I don't care as long as you don't have any previous associations. So you can be wherever you want. It's just as if that character is Toddy or Jessina.
Sounds great, but I threw my token off the table.
I don't know why you did that, but well, no, I know why you did that. But let me find it real quick.
Oh my
Maybe.
god, I think it landed over here. Hold on. You did. It landed on this like phase through table over here.
Where?
Over there. I'm moving it. I had to like scroll a couple
Okay.
times. Yeah, no, I just got excited. I hadn't planned a big backstory or anything yet. I was just expecting it to be. I wasn't planning on raining on the town parade or inventing lore or anything. I was just going to be a traveler who was going to be hanging out here for a few days, look, because they heard it was a great adventuring spot, basically.
Yeah, sounds good. So I mean, you're welcome to roleplay and I'm not gonna dictate where he is or what he's doing. So, he can certainly be in the tavern if you'd like him to
Yeah,
be.
he's not an NPC like Elmo, so you get to have full control over him, kind of like Pandog and Jessina.
In the tavern, drinking at a table is where she was going to be.
Okay. Krell and Boyne, they're talking to Kara, and they're like, they see everyone else in the bar having drinks, and they're like, where do they get all those drinks? Is there a way we can get drinks? That would be nice.
Yeah, actually, we can get drinks. I can buy you some.
I would like a drink too, or two.
Watch this. Kara goes up to the bartender, and Kara asks, "Hello, can I have 3 shots of whiskey? Pretty, please."
She says, "Oh, certainly. Here you go," and pours you 3 glass tumblers of whiskey on the rocks and hands them to you.
Boy and Krell, come here. I
They
got you some drinks.
they hide behind the table and they peek out from behind the table and don't come towards you.
Okay, Kara is gonna carry the drinks over then.
As you approach them, they go, "Whoa, gee whiz! You just walked up to that person and talked to them, and they gave you drinks? That's crazy!"
That is crazy. Hold on. Kara sets the drinks down and goes back, and however many gold pieces are gold or silver, I don't know.
Oh, it's they tell you it's a silver for the 3 whiskeys. They just gave you the cheap stuff.
Kara tosses a silver. Yeah. Thank you.
They take the silver piece, and as they go to put it away, they their nose crinkles, and they go, I think that was one of the pieces of silver you got from the ghouls. A little bit stinky.
Stinky silver.
They're very impressed by your ability to just go and request drinks from a stranger and get them, and they sit there sipping
Here's
their
the thing.
whiskey.
Here's the thing, you guys. You see these? Kara pulls out a few of the stinky coins.
Yeah,
These.
shiny rocks. Shiny
Yeah,
chips.
these shiny chips, you give them to people who have stuff, like those bartenders who have drinks. You give them, and then they'll give you some drinks.
They say, but then you don't have shiny chips. Why would you give away shiny chips? Why not just take the alcohol? Why not just take the drinks and keep the shiny chips?
If you take the drinks and keep the shinies, they'll get mad. Trust me, I've tried it before. Many times. Unless you're very, very sneaky about it. But it's hard to be sneaky about it.
Which is why you work with a partner. Isn't that right, Kara?
Yeah.
Yeah, your exclamation of "I've tried" seems to satisfy them, and they go, okay. And they go back to sipping their whiskey.
In that case, I'm going to go to the bar and buy an ale or two ales.
All right. The bartender hands you what you order and charges you 1 silver.
Um, Toddy, you good over there?
Yeah, I've got my 2 drinks now. I was going to drink them. Were we planning on looking for people to help out additional, party members, or were we going to chill for the day and then look tomorrow? What was the plan?
Yeah, I think that we'd probably want to go ahead and look for some extra help. But I don't know who that would be. It seems like we definitely need someone that's tough like Elmo, but we haven't really met anyone like that. So Pantok and Jacine are going to hang out at the bar, just eating and drinking water. They're staying off of alcohol for now, and they're going to contemplate how to move forward. But I would say we find someone to recruit today, and then we plan on sitting out in the morning. So let us know if you guys have any luck. Finding someone.
Yeah, I have no idea how to do that. I guess
Maybe
I'd
we
like to
can
look
ask
around the
them.
bar.
You're in
Roleplay?
control of 2 characters. I don't know. Was that out of character or in character? That you don't know.
That was
how?
out of character. I say I have no idea.
Okay.
How
You have
we're
control.
supposed to do this.
You currently have full control of 2 characters in the game, Toddy and whatever the dwarf is. So you determine
So-
where he is, what he's doing, and then role play him to integrate him into the party.
I assume that you wanted to have Toddy be the one to find your dwarf and then invite him to the party. That way you can do some role play and choose how they get introduced.
I had not thought that far ahead, but I've thought that far ahead now. So after you say that about, we'll have to find somebody, I want to start looking around the room to see if I can see somebody. And I go looking for somebody tough while I'm drinking. And I see this female dwarf get up from a table over in the corner, start walking up. And she falls over in a drunken stupor. God damn it, I keep grabbing the wrong pieces. Fuck me. God damn it. Anyways, she walks up, she goes, and she says in a very thick accent, "Did I hear y'all were looking for some?" Okay, I can't do the accent.
Thank God.
My voice is great. I've been sick for over a week. My voice is not at its best. Anyway, she walks up and says, "I heard you were looking for somebody tough." Well, and I'm like, "Well, yes, we are. We're a bunch of adventurers. We're looking for somebody who's nice and tanky to kind of help us out." And then she's like, "Oh, well, I'd be willing to join you and help out. I've just been passing through and looking for, adventure. And it sounds like that's what you're doing." I'm not very good at roleplay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well,
that's
we can
part of the
sit-
burden of running 2 characters. You got to role play 2 characters.
Well,
It's a good
why don't you join
opportunity
us
to
at the
practice.
table? Yeah. Well, why don't you join us at the table then, and we can maybe discuss things over and stuff. But hi, my name's Toddy. She goes, "Hi, my name's Nutcrust Stoutfist, but my friends just call me Noe.
Nice.
Definitely not as in not soey. I'm a paladin. I'm kind of fresh out here in this parts." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, great, all right."
Yeah, it's not so easy to role play between 2 of your own characters and talk to yourself, is it? Now you know how I feel with goblins and Elmo and all that shit. When you guys make Elmo talk to people or goblins or whatever, yeah.
Hey, I
Yeah,
think
talk,
I've-
yeah,
well,
talk to yourself.
I'd like to get a little credit here because I think I've been doing the pretty good split personality for a while, but maybe that says something about me psychologically.
No, you've been doing
It
great.
really, 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 really does.
I just
it
hadn't
just
thought
really
this far ahead into how is she going to decide to join the party. What's the process for asking if somebody wants to join us?
So, Justine and Pantok started together, so that was kind of a cheat for me. But the way that I roleplay them, because usually when you play, a person will generally just kind of roleplay how they want to play. But when I'm playing 2, I really wanted to think like, okay, what would their different personalities be, and I just did a real simple split. And Pantok is my more masculine, do before I think personality, and Jacina is my more feminine, think through things thoughtfully and care a little more about people. Not saying that that's masculine and feminine. I'm just saying I'm kind of dividing up my personality into those two aspects.
I know. I'm just like the dialogue saying, "Oh, hey, do you want to join our party? Yeah, cool, awesome." This is like me at an actual real party in real life, and I'm trying to figure out how to talk to someone. So that's about how well that goes.
Well, you know that we're currently doing some hardcore adventuring, trying to ferret out an evil cult, and we got some intel that it's going to be tougher than we thought. So we're looking for some extra muscle to help us out, and we're willing to share the treasure. And if they vibe with us well, we would consider recruiting them as a permanent member of the party if they would have us.
Yeah. Pretty much that.
Pantok and Jacina are still snacking. Pantok no, he doesn't. Jacina notices that Toddy is talking to a dwarf that looks pretty tough, and she starts to feel hopeful.
Okay. Well, let's introduce you to the rest of the group. Here, I happen to have a second ale. You can have it. Oh, well, thank you. Okay, I'm not doing the accent. No, honestly, I'll probably spontaneously try to do the accent and then give up immediately.
It's
That's just
something.
never going to change.
It's something you do when you're feeling particularly in character and have something you want to express. But if you're just regular communicating, you don't really need to.
I am not very good at communicating today. Anyways, so guys, this over here is a person I met. She goes by Noe, and she's a paladin, and she was passing through looking for adventure. So Noe, this is everybody: Kara, Pantok, Jacina, and these two goblins are some people we met that are with us, Krell and something.
Krell points to Boyne and says Boyne, and Boyne points to Krell and says Krell.
Yeah, Boyne, there you go.
Jacina says, "Oh, welcome to the group. Nice to have you. We hope that you enjoy your stay with us. We could definitely use the extra help." And then Pantok says, "Oh yeah, did she tell you about the armies of gnolls and bugbears that we just barely escaped with our lives? Like, we kicked their ass, but man, it's brutal down there." And Jacina shoots him a glance like, "Why the fuck would you open with that?"
No, he goes, "Oh, well, that sounds like a whole lot of fun. There's nothing I like more than bashing shit up and getting right up in their face. And smacking with them with my big old crap. I can't remember what weapon she has."
Awesome. Jacina asks in a meta question in a roleplay way, what's your armor class, level, armor class, and hit points?
On a scale, my armor, it's really strong. On a scale of 1 to 20, I would say it feels like a 16. And my health... Sorry, that goes to that meme. With how much HP do you have? No, that's meta. Well, on a scale of 1 to 40, I feel like a 17 right now. I've 12 HP, 16 AC.
Okay, what armor are you wearing?
Chainmail, and I have a great axe for my main weapon. I have javelins for throwing, and I do have a shield, but I needed to pick up a one-handed weapon to go with it for the fights where I need to be up smacking with extra armor.
Well, we could definitely share some gold to help gear you up. So, is it chain mail or a chain shirt?
Chainmail.
Chain mail, so that's 16 armor class, strength 13. We cannot afford plate because that is expensive as shit. But we could totally drop 200 gold and upgrade you from chain to splint. You have at least 15 strength, I assume?
Yeah, I have 17 strength.
Yeah, so I'd say let's go for it, and let's go ahead and... so Jacina says, "Hey, we had a successful run in our last last battle, we'd be willing to upgrade that chainmail of yours to splint armor, if you'd like, and we can pick up a weapon for you too. What would you like to go along with that shield for when you just decide to do a sword and board?
Oh crap. Yeah, sorry. I'm as the evening's going on, I'm having a harder time thinking. Excuse me. I'm sorry. What does I need to look up splint? I need to look that.
It's the same thing, but it's 17 armor class, so it's an upgrade.
Oh, it's 1C, 1AC upgrade.
Yep.
Well, I'll definitely think about that. But as for a weapon, fuck. See, I got to remember what I'm proficient with and all that shit now.
You're a paladin, so everything. So you could do a flail. It's going to be a 1d8. So basically, do you want a flail, a long sword, a morning star, warhammer, war pick, not trident.
Warhammer, definitely a hammer.
Okay, so that's about 15 gold, so we should be able to afford that pretty easily. It's also versatile, so if you didn't have your shield, you could wheel it with two hands for 1d10 damage, but probably would be better to just use your great axe if you're doing that.
Yeah, no, that would be great. But I mean, I don't know y'all yet, so dropping 200 gold on armor is awfully expensive right off the bat.
Yeah.
I could wait on that and see how I mesh with y'all
Yeah,
and see if I survive, because lots of bugbears. Oh my.
Oh wow, that's kind of you, because the last guy that we hired, he's a local in town, and he demanded a free chain shirt right off the bat just to help us. So no, the least we could do is upgrade your armor there. Tell you what we'll do. Why don't you give us rights to use your previous armor as we see fit, and then we will let you have the splint mail, and if you decide that you don't want to stay with us, you can keep the splint mail, and then we'll take the chain.
Now I guess that sounds like a great deal. Yeah, and then I say something in Goblin to the goblins about it being a great deal, but they, wouldn't know what that is. I make a funny joke, but it's not very funny. I just say it in Goblin.
They laugh.
When Jacina sees that they laugh, she says, "Oh, great, you speak Goblin? Well, that can be incredibly useful for us. So yeah, it's definitely worth the armor. So come on, follow me. I'll take you to the blacksmith and get you equipped."
Sounds awesome. I also speak Orc, just so you know.
Even better. Can you ping the blacksmith? That's what I thought. Alright, so Jacina is going to walk into the blacksmith with Noe and say, "Ahoy there! We've recruited a new member into our party, and we're looking to do a upgrade to their weapon and armor. Looking for a splint mail and a warhammer if you have those for sale."
He says, "Ooh, yeah, I don't." He looks at his armor on the wall, and he's got like a couple of pieces of studded leather and a single beaten up chain shirt, and he says, "I don't, not something I keep in stock regularly." He says, I'm not really that. Armor kind of takes a long time to make.
I understand. I'd be willing to commission the splint mail.
He says, it might take me like a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks, God.
Yeah, armor.
Our game will never last that long.
He says, you might try checking around the trading post. They might have some lying around, but for something of that caliber, that's not something that most people here can use or afford. That's going to be something you're going to have to go to a major city for.
Oh yeah, we're not a major.
Our game will never last that long.
He says up in Divers they probably have a blacksmith there who has a couple on stock, but it's a bit of a walk if you're going to go all that way.
That's a good point. How many hours travel is to Divers?
Let me see. I haven't opened that map in a long time. Might be in the book. Probably not. It's at least a day that back and forth, but I'll get the specifics for you.
Okay. we'll just keep that in mind. So, yeah,
we'll keep that in mind for at least after we finish the moat house, if not
yeah,
later.
we'll finish the moat house, and I think we're heading to Divers anyway. So good, you got an upgrade to look forward to.
Oh, but while we're here, I need to look into buying the Warhammer. Does the blacksmith? I asked the blacksmith if he has. Oh, blacksmith, do you have a Warhammer in stock?
Sorry, I was counting hexes.
Mm-mm.
It's 20.
Quite all right. I was just playing.
It's 27 hexes along the road to Verbabunk, and 1 hex is 1 league, which is 1 hour. So 27 hours of travel along the road one way.
Ooh, yeah. So that's
And
That's like a
27
3-day travel.
Yeah, it's like a week's travel.
yeah,
You could
so-
while one person's leveling up, the rest of you could go to Verbobonk and then come back. And I don't know if there's really a trainer for the paladin here anyway, so don't know.
Okay.
But yes, and then he says, "Oh yes, a Warhammer. Hold on 1 second, let me check and see what I've got here."
Imagine Jake dropping that truth bomb on us when I finally level up. We come back to town. And he's like, "Oh, there's no paladin trainer. Sorry, you're level 1 forever."
I mean, he's a paladin, and there's no so far the trainers you found have been coincidentally a rogue, wizard, druid, and wizard. The only people you know who could possibly be a martial trainer, Rufus could probably train a fighter. He'd probably be able to train the paladin level 2, because I don't think. When do they get spellcasting?
2.
Level 2.
Yeah, they get spellcasting at level 2, so he probably wouldn't be able to train him. You can train downtime; it just takes twice as long without a trainer. So you can basically train himself, but herself. But yeah, without a trainer, it's a longer thing, and there's no, as far as you know, there's no paladins in this town. You could ask around at the church; they might be able to direct you somewhere if you're looking for one. But you currently do not have an option for them to train.
That's okay.
Enhanced
because
training.
We'll figure it out.
We're probably gonna do the moat house. Hopefully, that will level you. We can actually even shift XP around if we need to make sure they level. And then we're probably gonna head to a major city next. I'm assuming that that's where we're gonna get sent after we finish that.
And brother Smythe the Smith, Jesus, he oh, cool. He's actually a druid. He says he does have some weapons in stock, and he would be happy to sell you a warhammer. He has a couple of specimens in stock that he will sell you for a price that I will look up momentarily. And he does not have the armor, unfortunately, but you could probably find it in the big city. Price. Okay, here. Weapons. For a warhammer,
15 gold.
he tells you he will sell it. Is that the list price?
I just Googled it. That's all.
Okay.
It could be way off. I have no idea.
Yep, he tells you 18 gold pieces.
Okay, that's definitely worth it. So Justina is going to plop down 18 gold, which conveniently, because her gold ends in an 8. So from 448, it is now 430.
I thank you kindly.
He says, try her out, give her a couple swings, and he points at a target dummy stuffed with straw sitting in the corner of the shop.
All right, I'd love to try it out. I'm gonna give it a big old whack. So I walk up to it. I give it a big old whack. Sorry, I know I don't need to roll. It was just.
Oh, I was going to ask you to
Oh fuck!
You swing at it, and as you swing at it, the weight of the hammer carries you, and you whiff right past it, and nearly topple over, but you catch yourself. But the hammer feels very nice and weighted in your hand. It feels like a very well-crafted weapon in the right hands.
I promise I don't always miss standing targets.
He says, "Oh, it's all right. I've had a few days at the inn myself, at the bar myself."
Oh yeah, I'm still holding my ale in the other hand. That would be why I didn't want to spill my drink.
Understandable.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I assume Justina's going to pay for me, and thank you.
He says, "You're welcome, and if you need anything else, let me know."
Yeah, that's it. So I guess now let's head back to the inn. I'd like to get to know the rest of your characters without role playing.
Okay, so we're gonna head back to the inn and spend the day resting and relaxing, and catching up Noe on our adventures so far, and booking them into a room of our inn. And we're gonna plan to head out first thing in the morning to the moat house to die or try.
All right. Are you doing anything else in town while you're here, or is that going to be it, and then you'll be setting out?
God. Yeah, I don't really want to pay the butt rape price for the magic ink. It's just absorb elements. I think I can wait for a little bit.
So you've checked in with your mentors. I don't think Kara has, but that's not. I mean, they're not. He's not really the one giving you the quest anyway. So you've checked in with your quest givers, let them know you're still on the case. You've sold your equipment. You've gained your experience. You've rested up. I can't think of anything else you'd like to do unless there was anything you wanted to try and uncover or sleuth around town. But I don't think you really gotten anything juicy from the moat house. So safe to say we're gonna set out.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Safe to say.
What time would you like to leave town at? Because you spend the rest of the day, you go to sleep at night, and then 8 hours later you wake up. What time would you like to set out at, keeping in mind it takes 6 hours to get there?
Yeah, we'd like to leave maybe like an hour before dawn, so that we have.
So keep in mind that you can only long rest every 24 hours. And so if you leave here and get there at 6 o'clock, you're not going to be able to take a long rest, like, at all.
Pain.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because if you wake up at 6 in the morning and leave there and get there at noon, you can't rest again until the time that would have you wake until 10 o'clock. So you got 10 hours to burn just sitting there. I mean, you can just sit there and not do anything for 10 hours until it's time to rest again, but...
Yeah, because we'd have to. What were you gonna say, Will?
I just went oops because I actually did that.
Oh,
So let's leave about noon then, so that we get there before it's dark, and then we will. God, is there anything else that we want to buy here? I guess we're good on. I guess we're good on supplies, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh yeah, I don't. Justina's been forgetting to track her arrows when she's used them, so.
I don't remember Justina ever using arrows anyway.
Only a couple, but yeah. I've
You
totally
guys
forgot.
came across that stash anyway, so I'm assuming you restock anyway every time you get a chance.
Yeah, let's just
There
do
was
that.
there was a couple hundred there, so I'm not worried about you running out at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. So let's leave about noon, and so I'm gonna go
Okay.
ahead and drop out clarity, and then we're gonna long rest, leave at noon for the moat house, and then we're probably gonna plan on staying there for the day, and then long resting, and then coming back in the morning.
Okay. What time do you go to? What time do you wake up at? Which would be what time you end your rest. 8 hours complete, you end your rest, and you cannot benefit from another rest for 24 hours from that point.
7 a.m.
Okay. So you awake at 7 a.m., you hang around town until noon, and then you set off, and you'll arrive at 6.
Yes.
And are we going to cast Mage Armor and Clarity up before we leave here?
Uh, mm, Take 6 hours. Yeah, 2 hours should cover it.
I know, I feel
So-
like that's such a shitty amount of time. It's like, if we wait until we get there, then... but... we can regen those spell points.
It's up to you on... Oh, that's right, we can. Yeah, so are you going to Clarity Pantalk?
Yeah, I'll Clarity Pantalk and myself, and I'm going to cast Mage Armor before we leave.
Okay, so Pantalk is at full spell points, and he has Mage Armor, and I think he is going to... Oh, okay, slight retcon. His water pet is not there because he unmemmed Conjure Elemental, so I'm going to remove,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to remove Push, add Conjure Elemental, so he is going to conjure the elemental, or the water elemental, when he leaves the town. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So his spells are done, and I might redo Justina's. I assume that we're going to end the session as we arrive the moat house.
That's the plan.
Cool. So, yep, my stuff is all healed up, and I have mage armor, and I'm good to go.
Okay, and Elmo comes back to the town, to the inn, and sees you guys all gathered up and doing your thing, and you're resting and doing whatever. And he sees you and interacts with you and Noe, and he's like, "Oh, new person." And I'm sure you guys introduce, and it's like,
Yes.
"Cool, happy to have another person joining us." And the goblins are excited to go back too, so they're sleepless during the night, and they're talking about what they're gonna do, and people are shushing them in the shared rooms and wherever they're sleeping. And if there's nothing else to do in town, then we can go ahead and set out.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, you set out on the road at 12 o'clock and bid your allies in town farewell, as you are taking Elmo again, right? Or did you decide to leave Elmo?
I assume we're taking Elmo
Yeah,
since we're going to be doing a boss fight.
Yeah, we need him. So we're gonna take Elmo and the goblins, and I mean, do you guys want to take the goblins? Like, maybe we take the goblins and have them not help out in battle, because that's a lot
Yeah.
of XP to
Or-
take since they're not
They,
really
they
helping.
don't
Or-
have to help you. They only take XP if they do help you. They're just happy to be there.
I
Or-
want them
or-
along.
While we're getting ready to leave, we tell them to run up to the rooms to grab something, and we take off without them, and then they're stuck hiding in the room for the entire time because they're like, we can't leave alone.
They're more than happy to join you and just sit back and not fight anything unless they have to, and that will not take any XP. But if they engage in the combat and they are a target and or assist with attacking, then that counts as participating. Like, Krell wasn't really fighting anything. Even that one time he threw the rock, I didn't count him as XP. But if they are actively told to engage in a fight, then they count full XP.
I don't really want to split XP with them personally, but that is up to you guys. It's not that big of a deal.
Splitting XP with
Gobos.
who again?
The goblins, they
I
took a
want to
share of
split XP with the goblins because I want them to be strong. I care about the goblins.
It's basically like, if you guys have them with you and they're just with you tagging along, doing what they want to do, they're not really going to take any XP. But if you're trying to use them as like bait or extra artillery, and you're like, yeah, you guys go in there and pelt them with arrows, then they're fully fledged party members and they're sharing the XP.
That's
So
that's
if you
a
guys,
lot of XP just to have them shooting arrows, and basically they're gonna die in one hit.
you can have them basically as backups to just tag along with you, and then if you need them for something, you have them. But if you're going to have them participating in combats, they're going to take XP. So it's not going to be just by being there they're taking XP. You have to specifically
Yeah, so the goblins are
order
definitely
them.
gonna come, but so the main reason I'm asking is because are you guys interested in inviting the gnome along too, and then taking like a real badass army? Because the gnome would use up less XP than both of the goblins together. So
And
it
would
would
do better.
be less of a share. Yeah, and he would actually have a lot more to contribute. So we
Wait, who was the gnome?
he's a gnome.
Narfallen.
Yeah,
He's the gnome you rescued before.
and he's a
Oh,
full.
he's still in town. I thought he like left and went home.
You haven't seen him since you were in town this time, but he told you he would be in town for a few days.
So
Well.
and he was a full-on class like Elmo. So if we recruit him, then he will be able to do significant damage. And plus, he might end up dying, and then we don't have to give him nothing. Not that I want him
Yeah.
to, but that's a possibility.
Well, if he tries to secretly like accidentally marry me again, as a prank, then he's definitely gonna die. Or not, I don't know. Maybe my character likes gnomes.
So do you guys want to take the gnome?
We'll have to
Hell
find him
yeah.
first, though. But yeah,
What'd you say?
I said hell yeah, because the more the merrier.
What'd you say, Zach?
yes.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna look for Narfallen, and we're gonna actually recruit him and Elmo with us.
Alrighty. And are you going to be having him just in your party and fighting stuff and sharing XP, or standing back like the goblins do?
We'll decide, but if he's with us, probably at least he's gonna be fighting.
He does. Let me find him first. You go searching for him in the room that he told you he was in, and you knock on his door, and he is still there. And he says, "Oh, hey, how are things going? Did you need something?"
Yeah, we're gonna be heading back to the moat house, and we've cleared out the gnomes and the bugbears, but we got some intel that the boss room is pretty tough, so we're getting as much help as we can. We recruited a dwarf paladin. Elmo's coming back with us, and we were seeing if you were interested to go for an equal share of the loot and experience.
He says, "Oh yeah, sure. You guys seem pretty capable. I'm happy to join you and share the loot and help make sure we clear out those bad guys. They're pretty nasty folks, so I don't want them to keep existing." He expresses that he will be more than happy to fully engage in every combat you guys are in and help you to his fullest ability.
Is he a rogue with sneak attack?
Yes.
Sweet. All right, well, we're leaving at noon tomorrow, so get some rest tonight, and then we'll meet you at the end to head out at about noon.
He says, "Sounds good."
Okay.
And good.
Oh, and so we're gonna head out to the moat house, and I'm gonna look over spells, and I think Jacina might tweak up her spells, but I'll let you know at the beginning of the next game.
Yeah, you got a couple months to do that. So,
No,
3 weeks. We're not playing the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got 3 weeks. Yeah, because
3
basically
weeks.
we're gonna come back after. So we're gonna take a break for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll be back, and and I'm gonna invite Big E. I'm probably gonna do it on April 1st because that's April Fools, and that would be funny for us to show a good day for us to show up, memorable. And then and that way I can show up and I'm not gonna say the joke out loud, but remember the joke of what I was gonna do on April Fool's Day. And then when you're done, or when you're back, then on whatever Tuesday that is,
The 18th.
Is it the 18th?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So we'll play on the 18th, and then the next Wednesday is when me and Deanna are actually doing our trip on the 26th.
Oh.
So I can probably play on the 25th. So if the moat house is not cleared, then I might do one more session actually, either way, I'll probably play on the 25th because we're not leaving until Wednesday morning, but it would be probably a short session where we just wrap stuff up. So we can, on the 18th, we can do the big final battle of the moat house and finish all that. And then on the 25th, we can just play for as short as possible and wrap up whatever loose ends and prepare our travel or leveling up, whatever it is that we're going to do. And then we'll be gone for our trip. We could probably play May 2nd, 9th, 16th, and 23rd. So like we should have 4 weeks to keep playing, and then that's when EverQuest is going to kick in the week of the 23rd. So
Yeah.
we'll plan to stop after that. So yeah, so we'll come back, do the big battle of the Moat House, and then wrap up Ons and Ends and get ready to go. Then me and Deanna do our trip, and then when we come back, we have 4 sessions to do whatever the next thing is, go to the next town, gear up for the dungeon, maybe we start that off, and then that'll be a good time to stop, I think, and then start playing
Yeah.
EQ.
Let's say, because you have no idea what's like after the Moat House. I really don't either. I have kind of an idea. Let's say, like you said, 18th, 25th for sure. Finish up the Moat House if that is what it is. You never know. Finish up this
There's
last
a third
area
level of the Moat House.
and enter into this area, which is ostensibly the final area of the Moat House, and complete whatever's in there. Whatever comes next, we will have up to 3 weeks. We don't know when the server is going to release. We were assuming a specific time, but that's not set in stone. We'll find out actually during our break what time that's going to be, because it'll be in April when they announce the rule set and probably the actual release date. So definitely 2 more sessions, 18th, 25th, and then however many more we need to tie up loose ends, wrap things up, and get things ready to go for what's ahead. Again, I can't say too many things about what those might entail. Assuming you do complete the Moat House, you'll probably come back to town, talk to your guys, and they'll probably give you a lead on what to do next. And we can go until it feels right that you guys are like, okay, we're settled here, we're happy, we're on to our next leg of our adventure. We completed a chunk, and then we take a break. Then we come back and I'll remind you guys what your current quest is. But before we start, you remember how you like had this, you like went to the council meeting. And it's like, oh, the council meeting in 3 days. Before anything like that happens, where you've got all this shit on your plate, you have to remember, you take a breather, everything's done, and then you get your next couple of leads, and then we stop for EverQuest. That way, when we come back, we're fresh. So skip 2 weeks, 2 weeks afterwards, and then question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes in May, and then whenever EverQuest kicks in. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna take at least a couple of vacation days. If it's a Wednesday, then I'll probably take off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
and I'll just make it a 5-day thing. Because here's the thing: May 31st is that special day that has been rescheduled, and it will be a special day, and that's a Wednesday. So I would like to get in as much gaming as possible before that. And I'm not saying I won't play that day, but because it's actually in the morning that we have our thing. But I might, have to go to bed early on Tuesday, and I don't know, don't know exactly how things are going to go. So I'm just gonna cram in as much as I possibly can, especially through the XP bonus. And so yeah, basically by the 31st, I'm hoping that we're like in the 20s at least, like, or even getting to Guck. I'm just gonna kick ass, and if Will falls off, then I'll play like for a period. Like, oh, I want to skip a day, then I'll play them. I don't think they will. Honestly, I think that once we get in, if we're all on the grind, and even if Joey wants to take a break and do something else, if me, Zach, and Jake, if we're all on the hardcore grind, we're going to be doing so much so fast. I think Will's going to want to be in as much as they can. If not, I can box them just to make sure that they don't miss out on XP. And if you guys all have to sleep at some point like losers, and I'm actually still going, I have real life too that'll be going
Poop
on.
sock.
So it is possible that we'll be playing together, but I'm planning on playing as much as possible. But if there's a time when you guys aren't on and I really want to play and I don't want to get ahead of you, I might group by myself and gain a level or two, or I'll just go freaking make an alt, because I'm planning on putting in probably a good 100 hours of gameplay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's real quick on that. I posted in the chat. Basically, for us playing not together, I just want to make sure one person doesn't go and out level everyone. Really, the rule is just don't out level the lowest player in the party. We weren't quite done with D&D. Let me go ahead and finish this up though. I was gonna have you guys travel to the moat house, then you started talking about
Oh,
EverQuest.
shit,
So
sorry.
I guess we're done. But Narfallen did not see the goblins because you went to his door and told him to meet you downstairs. When he sees the goblins, he kind of has a negative reaction, and he's like, "Oh, are those with us? Are they prisoners?" And I mean, I don't feel like roleplay that right now anyway. But he's okay with
Who
going
does?
with them. What?
Who has the reaction?
Narfallen, the gnome that you guys just recruited.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah, he kind of has a negative reaction to there being goblins in the party, but as you guys assuage him, which I'm assuming you do, Elmo definitely does. He reluctantly is accepting of it, but he's kind of looking at them suspiciously, and they're self-conscious about it. But that's
There's
all.
room for all creation under Tunair.
He's like, yeah, whatever. Goblins working with goblins, whoever thought, but whatever. Greater evil, blah blah blah. I'm gonna roll real quick just for some random encounters while you guys are traveling, just to see, just to make sure you guys aren't gonna fight anything. Otherwise, we can start next time with the combat.
Still can't believe we didn't take any damage from those fucking bugbears. Holy
Neither
shit.
can I.
I mean, we had, yeah, wow.
Okay, 1 second. Let me check my numbers.
Yeah, and we also got multiple crits and really kicked ass and maximized damage, and I'm kind of feeling like that strategy works out, and we might want to think about that for the next one, that instead of spreading out so that we're all getting attacked, that we funnel them in, because now we've got 3 tanks essentially. Since the paladin is lower level, I would say Justine is technically a better tank than them, so all 3 of them can pretty much stand toe to toe. Plus, the paladin's got lay on hands, so that's extra healing. So
Yeah. No, that was, yeah, I can definitely see why the king of the Spartans used that strategy.
yeah,
That really worked out.
imagine if in EverQuest you're in Creshbone fighting, and each of you are meleeing a separate orc at the same time, casting spells, and then you're like trying to throw heals across and do all that while you're all fighting individually.
But imagine if the orc couldn't just walk through you, and then you could go into the throne room, and instead of standing in the throne room, stand just inside that hallway
Yeah, yeah.
and block them.
So yes, we can. Let's go ahead and wrap up. However, hold on. So real quick, I'm making sure everyone saw the chat. EverQuest tomorrow 8:30. Is everyone okay with playing?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Joey said he should be good too. So I was making sure everyone is down with that.
Hell yes.
Yes, there's that. We have the plans. You guys set off. I'm gonna switch the map. Actually, I'm not gonna switch the map. There is gonna be an encounter on the road. Would you like me to tell you now or in 3 weeks when we play?
Woohoo! Yeah.
Close now.
Yeah, can you do a cliffhanger and just tell us what we encounter on the road, and then we'll roll initiative and all that. When we come back.
So as you are walking down the road, you get safely to the marsh, and you're walking through the marsh, and
Glad I cast mage armor.
you come across a large black bear.
Dude, you can just call it a bear.
Old man, it's 2 things.
It appears to be disoriented of some kind, and we can go from there because we're not making any rolls or anything right now. But you encounter a large black bear in the marsh, and I don't know whether it will notice you or not. You guys aren't exactly traveling stealthily, so it probably notices you, but you are at a distance. So how it reacts is questionable, and I will decide that during the next 3 weeks. But yeah, you encounter a black bear in the marsh.
Oh, and I'm not gonna meta, and when I redo my spells, put in a useful animal spell. We'll probably kill it, but we'll see what our options are.
Probably just has a thorn stuck in its paw.
I mean, I'll try to make friends with it first, but if it attacks us, it's going down. I'm a hunter.
Yeah. So let's see. Flip the table. Exit the game. Okay.
Sorry, I jumped the gun logging off and stuff, but it was because
No, that's fine.
I actually have to pee really bad, but I didn't want
We
to
were
take
done.
I didn't want to take a pee break and then come back. Like that's a stupid time to take a break, so I was just kind of like
Yeah.
moving quick.
No, yeah. I was going to just I was waiting for you to. You were like, oh yeah, let's play next week or whatever, and I was like, okay, let me just finish up this really last encounter, and then you started going off about EverQuest, so I was
Yeah,
like,
sorry.
okay,
I thought we were segueing and closing down, but sorry about that.
it's fine. Because that was all I had left. So,
Cool.
I was gonna say something else about EverQuest or about timing. We will find out in the next couple of weeks what the server information is. So yeah, if I remember what it is, it wasn't any big deal. I was just commenting and agreeing with you. So yep, looking forward to it, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, really excited to see the server rules so we can make sure if there's anything
Oh, shit.
fuckery. And yeah, Fires of Heaven. I used to read that board like religiously, like just for fun. They have an awesome message board. It's still going strong, and they have threads about TLP. And there's one
Yeah,
that has been posting since January when it was announced, or I don't know, whenever it was. Well, it's been posting since January. Yeah, that's when they announced that they were doing it and when
yeah,
it was for sure. But there's like 40 pages of threads, and I'm reading through all that, and I'm excited. I hope that we meet Dandon. If not, I hope that we meet other toxic people. I hope that we do a pickup raid and that someone ninja loots, and that we're
yep.
making
All
memes
the fun
about the
stuff.
guy. I'm so looking forward to this, and I'm
Yep.
just gonna be reading community shit and just gearing up. And looking forward to when we get that information announced.
Yep.
And tomorrow I'll log on with Zach, and we'll plan on just getting because we start in Neriac anyway. Everyone else has to
Yeah.
run from POK.
No,
which
you
is
have to run from POK too.
fuck.
Yeah, everyone does. But yeah, you guys just get to level 2, get your pet, and then stop there because that's as far as you're gonna end up getting if
Yeah.
we all log
Right.
in at once. That you're gonna get that, and then that's about it.
Why do we have to run from POK as well?
Because you can't
We
start
have to
anywhere other
we have
than
to start in
Crescent
Crescent
Reach.
Reach.
I know. I thought you were saying we had to wait to run from POK together after you guys like log on and everything.
No, I was
as opposed
thinking
to
like, oh, we start in Neriac. Everyone else has to run through POK, and
okay,
it's like,
yeah, no, we
that
have to.
we all have to because we start in Crescent bullshit.
Yep. But yes, I will be on and ready.
Cool. Yeah, and I did remember what I was gonna say, and I just want to go over it in voice while everyone's here. The main thing is as long as no one out levels anyone else, it's fine. So if one person blasts up to level 26, 26 can group with level 17 just fine. You just don't want to get to the point where you level up while we're grouping, and now the lowest level can't get XP. You have to leave the group. So no one is allowed to out level anyone. Period. I kind of would like people not to just be playing on their own without other players. Like I really would prefer if you don't just solo on one character, because then I'm going to be soloing on a character and we have to keep track of stuff. So it's better to just everyone play with each other. But if your level is behind other people, absolutely go ahead and play by yourself. If you somehow got 2 levels behind, go and play with them. That shouldn't be happening because we should be playing together. Dedicate that rest of that
Yeah.
time to alts. But if you have to, just be very careful not to out level. But keep in mind, if you spend extra time dedicated to leveling, you're going to have to go play with the other people when they're on, and you're not going to be getting hardly any XP. So anytime you spend on your own leveling is going to be wasted. I mean, it'll make our leveling go faster, so it's really not a waste.
Yeah, that's a good
So-
point. And like it, yeah, but it's better to have us closer. What I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna do
Yeah.
is I'll only play by myself if I'm ready to log on before you guys, or I want to play another hour when you guys are leaving, and I can just grab a group. So
Yeah.
I might pick up like a level or two. If I want to play if for some reason no one else is on, or we don't have a day, or you guys can't play, and I want to play a couple hours or whatever, then I would actually log on an alt. I'll only
Yeah.
be playing my character extra if it's logging on early or logging on late. If it's a whole separate session that no one else is on, like if I'm up in the morning and we all made plans to play in the afternoon, and I've got a couple hours, then I'll actually log on a character, and it's gonna be a mage, so that way
And
I'll
also-
have
I
a farm
have
character.
to pee.
Oh, I gotta
Uh,
pee so bad.
Soloing is fine, farming is fine, and also Will's allowed to play whatever they want with no exceptions.
Haha.
Just don't level us, because if you're wanting to play and we're
Oh,
not on,
yeah.
I don't want you to go, oh, I guess I can't play. You're allowed to play with no
Yeah.
restrictions. Just go and do it, and we'll figure it out. But you probably want to play with us because it's
Just
more fun.
Don't play too much by yourself, otherwise you're going to end up way too low of a level for it.
Low of level? Oh yeah, yeah. Don't de-level.
Yeah, if you're dying out there, yeah,
If
just
Will- if
just not
Will
as
turns-
saying like anything against you, like you don't know how to play games or anything. That's EverQuest.
Or
That's EverQuest, baby.
if Will turns into a savant and picks everything up
Yup.
real fast and is like, "Fuck you guys, I'm gonna go LFG," and does
it.
and out levels us, then I guess we're doing.
yeah.
I guess we're just gonna have to kick ass and level up. So yeah, no
Yep,
restrictions on that.
Yeah, exactly. That's the goal. If that happens, too bad. That's great. And also, we have a druid to power level us. So, yep. On that, that's all I've got, and I'll let you guys
Yes.
go and go pee and stuff. But
Okay, I'll message in group, and I'm gonna go obsess about EverQuest now. EverQuest.